if you could really help my boyfriend. His name is Jorge. He needs $600 to pay the hotel. They are making him leave right now. But if you could send the $600 to his Cash App, he could go back to the hotel and have a couple nights.
Fam, I took it upon myself to find Jorge, and the message to this young man is Jorge says you can go ahead and stop begging for the hotel money because he's living with another woman, but he sends you his regards. Let's do it.
It's going to my kid, y'all. Yeah, I don't know what they talking about.
I don't know what they're talking about either.
Yeah, but anyways, 167.
You hack your wish list. Apparently you can alter it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, other people can alter it for you.
Yeah, when you put stuff on it, you can alter it. So I wish that for that deadbeat man and they bought it. She had a dude with her. Yeah. You must know more about it than us for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even.
$100 computer though? We actually could use a computer. That's crazy.
Yes,
we're not even asking for no computer. Everybody need help, but everybody's scared to ask for it. That's the difference between us and you, sweetheart.
111, not shade.
All right. Stop acting like you know us. You don't know us. How's it always that we just got on here?
We just got here.
Where
are y'all talking about?
Y'all just making stuff up.
Y'all been
y'all
doing
got
it.
The parasocial.
What are y'all talking about? We just got on here today. We got on here today.
167 gang. 167.
It was for your son. It is for my son.
It is. And I'm like,
no, you've been on here 3 years.
I'm like, with B.A., they bought him shoes and car stuff. Only the kids deserved it. That's facts. But that's it. I'm good. I don't need.
Yeah,
I don't need
good.
this.
I'm working, doing my thing. I don't need. It's for him.
It's for him. We don't need nothing. This is for.
I'm getting all my stuff already. I'm straight.
We're good. We take care of ourselves. We look good because we know how to make ourselves look good. We're artists. We're creators. We know how to do that, y'all. It's for him. What are we talking about?
What are we talking?
We don't need nothing. You feel me?
That's what I'm doing right now. Then take care of the kids before you take care of yourself. Didn't I just say?
Why y'all trying to tell people what to do when you ain't got no kids? Okay. So,
y'all are really ridiculous.
That don't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. Y'all not even making sense, y'all. 167.
So you needed it in the video.
That's what the? How's that not the same thing? Lord, please pray for them.
Why is everyone so mad for your baby? Because they are
just mad.
Right,
they're just mad.
Oh, good Lord. I don't even know where to start with this. Thanks so much for joining me, family. And of course, if you'd like to watch these TikToks without any interruption, you go ahead and fast forward to the next chapter, Quiet Room. Also, as a courtesy now, most of the times I remember when you hear 3 boxing bells and sometimes a little kangaroo boxing, that tells you that my portion is over and the Quiet Room section has begun. This is to assist people who are not looking at the screen. So listen for those 3 boxing bells. From time to time, I may occasionally forget to do it, but I'm getting pretty good at remembering. Okay. It's supposed to be in the video. All right. Let's take a look here at this young couple. Good for a hearty day's labor. Don't forget to throw in the comments, fam. Did you do a hearty day's labor? If not today, did you do it yesterday? And maybe if not yesterday or today, because perhaps you were on a weekend. All right. Yeah. Plan to do it sometime soon, like perhaps tomorrow. I know I'm working a hearty day's labor. Okay. I do it pretty much 7 days a week, especially with running a YouTube channel and working full time as a teacher. Now then, this young couple, again, good for a hearty day's labor. It seems as though they're getting a lot of criticism from their audience. And this couple, I guess they're called B Savage, like in the letter B. I've never heard of them. I believe they're new to my channel because I'm not really familiar with them at all. And I thought it was rather rich that they are begging for their son, but yet they say they don't need anything for themselves. And in their warped mind, they are doing the right thing by begging because they say, and I think I pretty much quote here, part of the problem is that people are afraid to ask for anything. In other words, people are afraid to beg, but they are not afraid to ask, meaning they are not afraid to beg. There's something wrong here. And they claim a couple that I believe has all their needs met. Just looking at them, they seem to have pretty good skin, seem to be well fed. Looks like her hair is maintained, probably by a salon. In other words, they have all the signs of people who should be working 40, 50, 60 hours a week. Most of us work 55, 60 hours a week. I know I pull in 60. So they claim that this begging, but they don't really call it that, is for their son. And I believe I was a direct quote. We have everything we need as the adults. It's my son that you are donating to. Remember, beggars like to use their children because that emotionally tugs at your heartstrings. Nobody wants to hear that somebody's child is hungry without clothes or necessary medical care. So you're not donating to them, this idiot couple that's perfectly capable of working. You're donating to their child. I guess the one that they perhaps neglect because they're begging for their child. She also says here, I thought this was interesting. She was criticizing a commenter. I don't know if you caught this. And I've got my pad of paper in front of me because, they say so much. She says, she criticizes the audience and she says, well, you don't know us, basically saying, you don't know us, so you can't judge us. Yet, under the same breath, they're asking people, going with their words, whom they don't know, to give them money for their son, who we also don't know. So you have to follow the train of TikTok beggars and the way they think. So on one hand, they criticize the audience. Well, you don't know us, so you can't judge us. Never mind that you put something out there on social media for us all to watch and therefore judge, just like my channel can be watched and judged. Okay. But at the same time, they're taking those same thoughts of you don't know us, but we want you to give to our son. Got to think about that. All right. Next begging video. Okay. This next guy is coming up. His name is Nick. Nick, to me, is one of the most nasty, disgusting, vile, despicable people in the world of beg talk, TikTok beg talk. He is the guy, and I don't know if you remember, I was going to actually attach it, but I don't want to take the time to rerun a video that I've already played, not unless, of course, it's in a compilation. But he is the one several months back whom he was talking to a young lady, appeared to be somewhere in her, maybe her mid-20s or so, late 20s. And he just railed her and said, well, do you have $85 to give me? If you don't have $85 to give me, get off of my live. Well, she eventually succumbs and gives him $85. Well, I did do some quick looking up on that. And again, I would have attached it, but sometimes I got so much to do running this channel. I'm just going to tell you. Basically, I guess she says that she was homeless herself. I saw this on her TikTok page. And so she went ahead and she donated $85 to him. But what surprised the people was just how rude he was. You can be homeless without becoming a vile, rude, disgusting POS like this guy is, Nick. And so she gives him $85 and people are just like, why? To someone who completely talked down to you. I don't understand it. If you by any chance happen to be somebody out there and you give to these beggars, I would love to have you on my show. I mean, I would absolutely love it. Okay. And I may be bringing on some guests this summer. No, I'm not going to become the next Caleb Hammer. I don't do that sort of thing, but just maybe a guest or two. I've had a couple of people ask me if they could come on to talk about their student loan debt and all that. I'm more than happy with that. I do have to get to know you probably in some sort of way. And so I've actually 2 friends that have asked if they could come on and I've said, sure. But I believe you can be homeless. You can be down and out without becoming a vile person. So here we go.
She can get.
Unless you're ready to take care of me, you ready to take care of me? Pull up, move me in, let's get it. If you're in your 40s and you're ready to take care of me financially, I'm ready right now. Let's go. Yep, and you're gonna get treated just like you are this perfect. I'm saying the photo of this woman that I'm looking at, she couldn't be more perfect. So I'm willing to give up a chance with this to come hang out with you and do whatever it is that you want me to do. But I ain't working. No, I ain't working. I ain't working a day. Yeah, I'm not gonna work one single day at a job that doesn't pay me a ton of money. The only way I'm gonna go to a job and work, if that is what the case is gonna be, is if this job pays me a ton of money. Because you're asking me to sacrifice my happiness. This young thing I'm looking at right here is perfect.
So in other words, he's a lazy ass bum. He refuses to work and he believes in his delusional mind that somehow or another that's going to get to someone to hire him at dollar amounts that you and I could probably only dream of. And he claims he's so wanted by another woman that he's willing to give that woman up, who is quote unquote perfect, to have a chance with you. If she really existed, and we all know she doesn't, okay, why would you give up someone who's perfect that wants you? Well, this woman is perfect. She wants me. Well, why would you give her up for someone else that's less than perfect? See, Nick is nasty. Nick is gross. He is. And we're not even going to talk about all the holes in his, ears and all that stuff, which, by the way, for you young folks, those holes, if I'm correct, do not grow back. So once you've stretched them out, there you go. All right. Looking like a tribesman. I mean, nothing wrong if you're a tribesman or whatnot, but Nick is disgusting. And his attitude and the way he talks to people, the way he talks to his audience, you got a good example of it. So Nick is looking for a place to sack out. All right. I'm sure it's tit for tat favors and stuff because he thinks he's all that. But don't forget, he's got the perfect woman waiting for him.
Good morning. My name is
This is Ashley.
Ashley. I have blocked my husband from this post, and I want to try to surprise him. So anything that is made off of this post, I'm going to use to help get our dentures. Our insurance is going to cover our top plate.
She said dentures.
But our bottom teeth have to be removed and then the denture put in. So I want to surprise him with trying to get our bottom plate out, our bottom teeth out, and our bottom plates put in when we go and get our top teeth done, our top gums done. If you feel it in your heart to want to help, I do have a Cash App that I'm saving for this particular event. And I've thought about making a campaign, but please do me a favor and interact with this post. And if you feel like helping a girl out, the Cash App will be right here. I will also save what I have on that Cash App. It will not be used for anything else.
Before you get tender-hearted, for those who could not see the screen, apparently she's begged for her donations 4 times over. Not just begged 4 times, 4 times over. Remember what I've told you guys about these beggars? The problem can never be solved, because if the problem is solved, then the begging has to stop. If I tell you I need dentures, whatever, and in all honesty, I'm kind enough. I could see someone who truly needed it. They're trying to get their teeth repaired. I'm a kind person. I would actually support that, believe it or not. Okay, somebody who needed dental care and they absolutely could not get it, and perhaps they're making a GoFundMe and they're trying to raise 5,000, whatever it costs to fix their dental care one time. I wouldn't even balk at that. It's like, okay, cool, whatever. I mean, not cool, but work with me here. The problem is this chickie Ashley has done it 4 times over. And Ashley, I'm sure, will do it 5 times over. And I'm sure when she does, we'll be there for that. That's the problem with the beggars. Those are the people that I call out on this channel. And I think I'm pretty accurate at calling them out. I do slip on occasion, and not very often. And usually if I slip, it's a skit, because some people are as good at doing skits as I am. All right. Next beggar, Jordan Paul. Let's do it.
It doesn't make sense. It truly doesn't. I don't know, man. It is sad. Especially considering, I don't know, when I was younger, this was way different. So different. And the economy's trash. A lot of people are struggling nowadays because everything's just crazy. We had the internet for a long time and it didn't do this, though. I don't know. I don't think it's people like me. I think it's people like you that are just mean, judgmental, arrogant to anybody and everybody that they don't even know. I think it's people like you that's actually the problem. You see what I mean? How does that make sense? I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not doing anything to anybody. Yet you're coming in here, don't even know me. You came in here for 2 seconds. You don't even know me. You didn't even give me a chance to get to know me. That's why. When our parents were growing up, neighbors were neighbors, friends were friends, family was family. Everybody was a community together and worked together.
But people weren't beggars. See, I'm sorry. This is the part that Jordan Paul totally forgets. Jordan Paul goes on these tirades about how people don't help her out and how we should. And this is not her first, family, we should all get together and help each other. But what Jordan Paul fails to see is, yes, and Jordan Paul's not that old, so Jordan Paul's not a Gen Xer, so I'm even not sure what she's drawing from, but we'll accept that she has some Gen X experience about family life and stuff. But Jordan likes to go, but in the olden days, we all helped each other. Yeah, but JP, we weren't begging. We didn't sit around a community campfire and beg. We sat around campfires and figured out how to work harder, how to do more. See, this is the part that beggars like Jordan Paul, not just her, they totally forget that. And did you hear what Jordan Paul said? The exact same thing that the first begging couple said. You don't know me. Oh, so if you don't know me and I don't know you, why are you asking to pickpocket me? There, you see, that's how it works. So Jordan Paul is very upset that we are not coming together as family, singing kumbaya and opening up our wallets. But Jordan says that's how it used to be done in the old days. Everybody helped each other. But lest Jordan Paul forget, TikTok didn't exist either.
People helped each other. Back in the day, most people was willing, everybody was worked together. Now it's different.
Back in the day, JP, are you even past the age of 25? I'm gonna have to look up how old Jordan Paul is. I'm sure somebody's written down.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot more. Look at people. They sit there and degrade people just because they're struggling and act like they're not worth the dirt on their shoes.
Jordan Paul, isn't that what you do whenever you get on TikTok to shame your audience? And we all know darn well JP will shame anyone who sits in the room and doesn't say nothing. Threatens to block you. Jordan Paul does that all the time. Hey, you're sitting in the room, you haven't said anything. I've seen you donating to this other beggar. The beggars don't like it when you put it back in their face, the things that they do. They'll sit there and they'll say, oh, but the audience is mean, the audience is arrogant, the audience judges them. But yet, what is Jordan Paul doing right now? Just like every other beggar, judging, mean, and arrogant.
Does that make sense? And you can keep saying that all you want. There's people like you on the internet that don't even know the people that you're talking about, but you just go around acting like you're so much better than everybody else.
Hello, please stay.
Okay, we have here a train wreck whom I have never seen before. I think someone wrote recently, perhaps we should move to the word dumpster fire. Perhaps. Now, for those of you who cannot see the screen, I encourage you, not now while you're driving, okay? Please don't do it now. We have here the most interesting specimen. She has one very large rhino green and black nose ring and another green and black nose ring through her ears. Now, the ears part, I guess I can deal with, and it's kind of what is it? It's not hot pink, but like a hot green type pastel. No, highlighter green. Think of that. Think of a green highlighter, bright green. And she got it running big through her nostrils. I mean, it's so big through her nostrils that it's going down, practically touching her upper lip. All right.
I need help. I am 7 days late on rent. I only have $253 left to pay, and I am selling more original artwork for cheap. The highest price here will be $100. There is no higher than that. This one right here, I'm not even gonna say the prices. I'm just gonna put them up on screen to make my life easier. There's this one. There's this one. It says Space Freaks. I know it's reversed because of the camera.
We're going to pause here, folks. Do you guys remember our lovely beggar, Gigi Marie, who's always trying to draw? Okay. And her drawings are god awful. Think of Gigi Marie. Don't worry if you're new to the channel. All right. Don't worry. But Gigi Marie is a beggar who loves to draw. I think this is right along the lines of Gigi Marie.
And then there's this piece. And lastly, this piece that I've been trying to sell for I got.
All right. I'm going to put on the nice Carrie hat here. That beggar that we just saw, the one with the painting, the god awful paintings. Here's what I'm going to suspect. She's trying to sell her paintings. God bless her for doing that. Right. And she can't sell them, and she's begging for rent, whatnot. I'm willing to bet that her painting career, her non-existent one, it probably started out somewhere in middle school, high school. Let's say high school, because you're starting to look for a career and stuff. And I'm willing to bet that somebody lied to her in high school. I'm not going to say it's her art teacher, but probably her friends, her family, all lied to her and said, hey, man, you know what? You are so good at drawing. You know, you really ought to try to sell your stuff. Now, when you're not making rent because your drawings don't sell, that's a problem. So I'm willing to bet that the nice people around her, family and friends, all told her how great she was as an artist. So now that we have those lies down, I'm going to tell her the truth. Okay. Sweetheart, because I don't know her name, the one with the 3 highlighter green color nose rings and all of that. When you were told in high school, I'm looking at her eye to eye. Okay. When they told you in high school that you could draw and that you could make a successful living out of it, they lied. I know. Here, let me hand you a tissue box. All right. They lied. You can't draw. In fact, your drawing is so bad that an elephant with its trunk can draw better than you can. A monkey with dyslexia and hypertension can draw better than you can. So, honey, face to face, I'm going to tell you, give up the drawing, pick up a W-2 form, go get a job application, and find some real work. Because these drawings, unfortunately, and I appreciate the individual talent and the way that she expresses herself in the drawing, but sometimes you guys, when you wind up a beggar on TikTok, you've turned left somewhere when you probably should have turned right. And somebody has not been honest with her. And for those, again, who could not see the screen, I think she said she has something like 250, I think that's what it was, more drawings to sell. So this poor child has been working all these years, months, on trying to sell her stuff. Ain't nobody buying it. I think perhaps she and Gigi Marie should meet.
God knows how long.
If you're close to or around Mobile, Alabama, or Tampa, Florida, and want to give us a ride,
hey, I'm in Tampa.
Hey, you could do that. Because we're available to be picked up by strangers. That is wonderful, so you don't have to beg for money. I do actually beg for money. I'm begging for money right now. If anyone would like to donate, we have Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Chime buttons, all up here in the Chit-Chat, or whatever she calls it, for food. And also some, like, a flea collar or something for my puppy.
So you're begging for food, but you managed to get a puppy, probably donated. So how are you going to care for the puppy? And if it's a puppy, it has shots and medical bills. And she's in Tampa. Ooh, these are the creatures that come to Tampa, you guys.
TikTok, so this is where I'll be at for most of the day.
Okay, so this is a really short clip. He is showing his sleeping quarters, and it looks like a dumpster. Looks more like some sort of type of, what is it, a storage unit, or perhaps the back of a building somewhere, an alley type. Yeah, okay.
Or when I don't have nowhere to go, I just come in here and chill, just vibe the best way I can.
Well, bundle up, sir.
I really need anybody that can help, anybody that could reach out, whether you support this page or whether you, whatever it is that you can do. You can't help financially, just share my videos and maybe I can get a little bit of help making money off my platform or just donating, whether it's $1, $2, whatever it is. So with the fall that I had yesterday, and I'm gonna give a backstory on that, just look out for the video.
I think she said she fell.
I fell down the stairs in my home and I ended up with placenta abruption. So at this point right now, they're still running tests. I have to see whether the baby is going to be took out or not. We're waiting to see what's going on. And I'm here in the hospital. And so I'm asking people for help so I can get my mother or some of my family members here to help me during this time.
That sounds like a family issue. I have fallen too. As you know, I've had 2 knee surgeries. We all go through life. That sounds like if your family loves you and they're trying to get there. I mean, this seems like a family issue, not something that is my problem.
Because I'm by myself and I have 6 children. So I just need some type of help and support.
Oh, okay. As you guys know, I do not listen to these in detail when I collect this stuff. I intentionally don't listen to it. I just clip it together, edit the bad words and all that. Okay, she got 6 kids. Now the problem is coming up. Yeah, okay. 6 children. You got a little more than a quarter of a classroom. See, something always comes up, doesn't it? That's where it is. I got 6 kids. That's why your family's avoiding you. That's why your family don't want to come. They're like, oh, no, we're not going to come take care of that mess. You see, the truth always comes out, don't it?
A few weeks ago,
Oh, I got a bonnet lady.
I was put out by my baby's father. And he was literally all me and my kids had. And ever since, I just been living in my car, going back and forth to shelters. And sometimes I'm able to get a motel if I'm able to dash, making enough money. But
of course, we have to wear the bonnet looking like that.
Or I'll sleep in my car. But my kids never slept in my car with me. They just now getting back today. So I'm just asking for help
if y'all could do anything, like anything would help, seriously.
So you decided to bring your kid on the camera because you know that's added emphasis. And you also said to yourself, you know what? I think to make myself look extra homely, I'm gonna go ahead and wear a bonnet and not even wear the bonnet cute. But I'm gonna make sure it's all kind of stacked on one side of me looking pathetic. Yeah, okay. And by the way, for those of you in the comments that think I'm mean and I diss on black women and all of that stuff, and you are entitled to your opinion, and by all means, go ahead and throw it in the comments, okay? It helps the YouTube algorithm. The bottom line is I know no loyalty to any race. Let me make that very clear. And I've had people put in the comments all this last week because the channel continues to grow. Thank you so much, even to the haters, okay? This channel is not based on racial loyalty. So it really, I guess it surprises me when people go, well, you're black, so you should be thinking like this. Oh, hell no. Nope, not at all. I know no loyalty to that. I think in terms of common sense, class act. I mean, I, for jest, have worn a bonnet on this channel that even I try to wear it cute. On the few times, okay, I do bonnets for comedy purposes. That's it. But lady, somewhere or another, you said, I'm going to go on and beg on social media. I'm going to look as homely as I can and make sure that my bonnet is just slopped on the side. I mean, come on, get real here. And then bring the kid on too. And by the way, that car that you're sitting in is nicer than the Corolla I drive. So if you are sleeping in a car, that's like at least a Super 8 value.
But I know God gonna make a way.
God's gonna make a way. So let's take a look at the picture. This is the picture that God is making a way for. Hey, you know, I love it when these beggars go, well, God will make a way. Well, apparently you're on the wrong track. If God's doing the leading and you're sitting there begging on TikTok with one of your children and you say your baby daddy just kicked you out or whatever. And by the way, if you are both on a place legally, like you're both signed on a lease or the mortgage legally, they can't kick you out. In other words, you could break the windows to a place that you actually own. Now, keep in mind, because I used to work in insurance, if you intentionally damage your house, insurance will deny it. Just keep that in mind. But that looks like she's almost in an SUV type vehicle. I could be wrong, but there we are. This is God will make a way.
And that's what I'm going to do. Continue to pray.
Aside from the mama, the kid's kind of cute.
Like, we barely got shit. We barely got shit.
Oh my God, she got a sunroof. The woman has a sunroof. Okay, I rest my case. Oh, this is luxury living.
Shit. I texted him a few days ago trying to get me and my baby clothes. He said that he threw all of our out. So I'm having to figure that out. Like, I just don't have no support whatsoever.
Check out the sunroof.
And it's hard. That's the only reason why I'm getting on here talking to y'all. Because this is the only option I have.
Right. It's the only option. So what did people do with the Gen X generation, the later millennials? There was no other option for Gen Xers or the later millennials? Yep, we're down and out. I sure hope an app someday comes along that we can beg, because otherwise we're just going to have to sit here and wait till life comes to us because we are capable doing it for ourselves. And also we just lack motivation to do it for ourselves. See, so here you got a young mom, whatever, okay, saying that the only way out is to beg. Interesting.
I don't have family I can just go calling.
Of course, we understand the routine. You don't have family. You're the only one alone. Baby daddy's gone, yada, yada.
Ask for help and can we come sleep? Like, I don't have none of that.
But I'd like to note that while you're lacking in sleep, you appear to look very well, clean, groomed up. And I think you might even have makeup on. Again, I understand that people can live in cars and wear makeup and all that. I'm just trying to put the whole package together. That's all. I could be wrong.
Don't.
Help me with 12.
Okay. This guy is an absolute train wreck. This is about a 7-minute video. If you make it to the end of this video, I'd like you to throw in the comments that you made it to the end, because I don't even know where to go with this guy. Let's do it.
My Cash App is right there, tagged at the top of the comments. I was finna run out. 4, 3, 2, 1. I will tag it again. 1 second. Let me pin it up here real quick. Hang on.
You forgot shoes and I just got out of prison. Ain't nobody gonna help you.
Yeah, she may do that, but I ain't coming back. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, he got. I
need $12 to get up out of here, please.
Because that's what's going to end up happening.
Yeah, it's going to end up happening. I'm gone. No, the kids are in school right now.
I sure could call you a probation officer on you.
Now you gonna threaten me with my probation officer?
If you don't get the
and I'm at the neighbor's house. I'm not. This is not your apartment complex.
But your mother's address
Tara,
is here.
Tara, this is not your apartment complex. Your apartment is in 10. I am in 14. Get out of here. I'm gonna tell you like you told me something about something before. Respect these people's apartment. Go on. This ain't your house. Go on.
I'll be calling a parole officer. Just know that. Get them out of here.
Oh my God.
Please go.
Please. I'm begging you.
You need to be going for my babies.
Man, those are our babies. Those are my kids too. Don't even try to threaten to take away my kids. You got me all the way bent backwards.
You want to be petty?
I'm not being petty.
If you a dog, I'm a dog too. If you a dog, I'm a dog too. Yeah.
I'm just trying to get $12.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I need.
Yeah.
And I can get out of here and I don't have to deal with this anymore. I don't have to listen to this crap.
I ain't trying to deal with you no more.
Don't have to deal with it anymore. Don't have to deal with you anymore. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm at a neighbor's house 4 doors down. She came down. Came down here for me.
He's a
messing
broke
with me.
ass.
Yeah, I'm broke because I had a car wreck, but you wasn't saying nothing, none of that. When I was making $2,000 paychecks, was you? No, you was sitting there rolling in it, enjoying the hotel rooms, the vacation home, all the makeup, the perfume, the park visits, all that. You was all the food. I ain't trying to hear all that. You wasn't saying nothing when I was making $2,000 paychecks.
And you ain't saying nothing when I paid $37 a month for your parole.
I did. No, when you was paying, man, when you was playing, yeah, when you bought the PlayStation 5 for me, I told you off the tax money. I said thank you.
Where's that ring at? Because that ring is 47.
I threw that.
I just spent $50. I can return that. Let me see it.
I threw that away.
Yeah, so you threw it away, and I can return it to get the baby stuff. That's great. You're a real good father.
If you want that ring to get for the kids, I'll go dig it out the trash and wash it off because that's how much, and give it to you because that's how much I love my children.
I'll be waiting another 30 minutes before I get the police out here.
Thank you for the $3.
Oh my God.
I need $9 more.
Oh my God. Somebody's actually helping your broken.
Yeah, can you see her? Yeah, she's right there. There she is.
Oh, well.
There she is.
Yeah, bro.
Acting crazy. There's 135 people in here.
100. That's
yeah,
right.
she talks. You back the hell out my face.
You ain't got no 135 people in your
Here's 155. Go ahead and look.
Yeah, I'm toxic.
Go ahead and look. There she is. She is so annoying.
He trying to get $12.
Get me out of here.
Broke ass can't get
Please, somebody help me out
He
of here.
couldn't get $1 if he wanted to. He couldn't get 50 cents with that too. I'm the breadwinner.
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
Nobody gives up where you from.
Ain't nobody talking to you. I'm talking to my TikTok. Get away from me.
I ain't got to. It's a free country.
God dang.
It's a free country. I can stand right here if I want to.
Yeah, she the bread eater.
Bread eater. You ain't complaining about that when you were with me a couple of days ago?
Nope, sure wasn't.
Or when you put a baby inside me, you sure the wasn't?
Y'all don't.
I'm from the ghetto.
She just keeps going and going. That's why I'm trying to get $12 to get out of here.
$12? Yeah, I'm trying to let you help you get that $12 so you can get the fuck out of here. I want you gone too.
We've got 3 kids, Butterfly.
She
is jealous.
See it? Say it to my jealous of
Thank you
what?
for the gifts, guys.
Jealous of what? What am I jealous of? Of a broke was in prison for 11 years? Oh, that's real jealousy right there.
It is toxic as a
Oh, I'm so toxic. Oh, welcome to the toxicity.
Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the paper.
See, I'm sending you gifts, but I ain't sending you the $12 to get them out of here.
Shut up.
The money they paid for them gifts, they could have got you out here.
Would you shut up, please?
I pay the water bill, electric bill, the internet bill, the rent, your parole fee, your phone. No, I ain't paid your phone because I didn't pay your phone, but I normally pay your phone, car insurance, all that. What do you pay? Nothing. You don't pay.
Would you shut up?
What do you
Go on
pay?
back down there to your house. Go back to your apartment. Go back to your apartment. I am 4 apartments down. I am in a neighbor's house. I am at a friend's house. You are not going to come down here and disrespect their house that way. Get away from me.
You is a lazy that won't go get a job. Help me pay for this.
I've been trying to get a job. Been trying to, and every time I say something, you talk me out of it, man. Every time I say something, you talk me out of it. Tell me to wait on my disability check because I could have a seizure and get fired. Just shut up.
For another 2 years from now, and I'm not waiting 2 years to get taken care of. I'm not waiting 2 years for a motherfucker to take care of me.
I'll stay in Little Rock.
Go ahead,
My homeboy got half the gas. All I gotta do is have the money for the other gas, the other half of the gas. And
if y'all only knew what this was like, y'all only see in a picture. Y'all see in a frame of what the fuck this is. Y'all don't see what I do. He keeps me in this house on a daily motherfucking basis.
no, I don't. She gets a disability check. Support.
My point fucking exactly. Because I have a brain aneurysm and seizures.
I'm $12 away from my goal, for real. I'm $12 away from being able to get out of here and get away from that. All of that. At 201 people, yeah, y'all can all send $1. That would work.
If everybody could spare $1 to Cash App. It's been a rough day. I've been trying to raise money for broccoli today.
When you buy one Blizzard treat, you get a second.
Just trying to raise some funding for broccoli today. Honestly, I didn't raise that much funding the other day. I thought I was going to raise enough for a month, but I didn't raise enough.
Plus, you can earn fuel points to save for $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's always easy to save big.
Buy 3, get 3 free on select packs of Coca-Cola, Lipton tea, or Powerade.
I really appreciate you for being here, Janice Marie.
Fresh.
It's okay.
Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
And you guys gotta understand, I share everything I have with my uncle. Like my broccoli, and when I have a couple extra dollars, I try to help my uncle out.
And the largest day of giving.
You know what I mean? It's not just for me, it's for me and my family too, you guys. My uncle has mental health issues just like me, kind of, but a little more severe.
I am embarrassed by reading this title, but apparently Yaz is not embarrassed to make the video. And for those not familiar with Yaz, she's very young, just like out of high school young. So she is of legal age. And the caption reads, Yazzie shows her daddy on live.
Baby.
Mami, yo voy para mi home. Bájate. Ya.
Ya. You rushing him?
Yo me voy para mi home, mami.
Okay.
I'm sorry, mami. Yo me voy para mi home.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Hey, okay. You rushing my little fine.
Mucho limpis. Ya, yo voy para mi home.
Okay, baby.
Okay.
Dang, baby, wait. I'm finna go. Let me eat there. Want some? You don't want it?
No, yo no quiero.
Here. Thank you, Ed. Let it hit her. I let it hit her. Baby.
No, mami, it's okay.
Please, you pay for it.
No hungry, yo.
You pay for it.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's good?
That's good.
Good.
Okay, mami, ya para mi home.
Listen, baby.
Thank you.
Wait. I'm gonna wipe your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, there's daddy. You can barely see him. But I can tell you he's old enough to be well above the age of 40. I might even push 50. That she doesn't get a real clear visual of him, but he ain't no 20, 30-year-old. I can tell you that. And if he is in his 30s, he's not aging well. So this is Yazzie's daddy. I have included the subtitles because it's a little bit mumbly at times, but there's Yazzie's daddy. I will give Yaz credit for one thing, though. This is the first time I've actually seen her be somewhat pleasant, polite, and smiling. I mean, most of the videos that we see of her, she's upset, whining, crying, and playing the victim. Here, she seems like she's actually just a little bit of fake happy. And I do mean fake, because to Yazzie, this is all a role. So he's got to be giving her some money and all of that.
Beautiful.
There he is. All right, there we go. When we take away the napkin. That is, quote, daddy. Again, I remind you, she is of legal age, but probably 2 years, 24 months, whatever, lower, we would have issues. I already have issues with it as it is, considering her age, her lack of maturity, which would tell me that the guy she has, honestly, he's probably not wealthy. Probably not. Because even if you're a wealthy guy, you're going to want your woman to have some sort of class and perhaps not be making social media like this. At least that would be my thought. If I were a wealthy guy and I'm looking, for someone who is of legal age, I'm not going to want them to have this image on social media. So I'm thinking he's just, you know, I won't say he's a rat type of dude, but come on, look at him. Really. Yazzie, we're not fooled, but we get you.
Nigga,
I'm beautiful.
don't be touching on me like that.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank
And his hands are all over her. And this is with the cameras on.
you.
Thank you.
Oh, there's another picture of daddy. Hey, I'm just doing this in slow-mo so you guys can get a good look at this. I can't call him that. She is above age, so I'm trying to hold my tongue here. But this is gross, considering her age versus his.
No, I don't do things like that. But I
Yes, you do, Yazzie. You're doing it right now. You've been doing it on camera since the day I met you a few months back. She just kind of appeared all of a sudden in my For You page.
will wipe your face for you, boo.
Yeah.
And I take care of people in nursing homes.
I'm not even begging, but I'm coming onto TikTok and asking people for help. I don't know how to battle like that, like most people do. But it takes a while to probably get that money, even if I did battle. I'm just trying to help her with her bills, and I'm not the type of person that would ask people for anything.
I have a problem when a person is begging and they cannot look into the camera. Instead, they got their hoodie on, their eyes are looking down, trying to give you their sob story. For those who don't know, the battling is where you go against another person live on TikTok and you each beg your audience to give you money. And then whoever gets the most money, stars, galaxies, and hearts wins the battle. He's claiming that he's just too weak to do that. So he wouldn't be good at it. So here he is on TikTok begging with his hoodie, looking down. Now, you want to beg, you best look me in the eye. Hey, Lala at least looks you in the eye. She may scream at you a lot, but she at least looks you in the eye.
But right now, I'm asking you guys, I need y'all help. I look at people on TikTok like they're my family. And right now, I'm coming to y'all as a family. I need you guys to help me help her, to take stress off of her so she can pay her rent and pay her bills. So
that sounds like a family problem, not a we problem.
Yeah, my goal is to come up with $2,000. That's my goal. That's how much her rent is. If I could put the paper on here, I would, and show people she really need help. We got an eviction notice. So I just want to raise that $2,000 so she could pay her rent, because that's the last thing a person need, is to be stressing about they place, dealing with the loss of their parent. I think that's a lot to be worried about. So
Right. And I agree. And lots of people have to deal with that. So you have to make plans accordingly. Notice very little to no eye contact with the camera.
I'm not, and this is not about me. It's not. It's about helping my wife and trying to help her the best way I can. And I can't do that unless I got help. So I'm asking you guys, can you guys help? And I really appreciate it.
Wait. Okay, I missed that part. This is his wife. Oh, honey, you got to find a better man. Maybe you need to also find a better wife. This is a young couple, good for a hardy day's labor, as you know. Throw in the comments. I know some of you are doing hardy day's labor. I know this. I know Kelvin gets up bright and early, does a hardy day's labor. I know I do it. This is his wife. He's begging $2K for. Why aren't you doing it, buddy? You're young. Why aren't you working 12-hour days, 13-hour days, going on 5 hours of sleep? You're young. You can pull it off. Yes, I've done it. I'm not telling young people do anything I haven't done. Not saying it's fun. I would have liked my Saturdays to be lounging, but when you've got bills to pay, you pay it. So this is for your wife, and you're saying no one should worry about it. So you as a couple can't get your Chpt together to keep from worrying about paying the rent. And the best your two heads can do is say, hey, I think I need to go beg on TikTok. First, I doubt if the rent is due, but in some ways I'm going to give the benefit of doubt the rent is due. What I'm questioning is why they're not working harder. And that is not our problem.
But so this is which I was rich, so I could just do it myself. So I don't have to ask people. It just makes me a little upset because people get over here on social media and they help all these people with these battles. And then you got people like me that's really need help. It's hard to get help for people. I'll just be asking God, why did this gotta happen? It's just sad. So if you guys want to help, I appreciate it.
I'm going to go on a limb here and say, why did this happen to me? I don't know. Let's start with the face tattoos. Let us start with the face tattoos and the difficulty it can be in getting a job. Let us start with personal decisions that we've made that may or may not involve the law. I don't know, can't say. I'm just simply looking at where you're going to work with those face tattoos. I'm also going to stretch and say, do we have an education of any sort? See, you can take your money problems and take it way back, or in this case, not so far back because they don't look, doesn't look very old. And it probably started somewhere in a classroom and decisions that you made. And here you are today being a TikTok beggar. I rest my case.
It means a lot to me. If you guys can help, I'm trying to keep it in and not keep crying. Because I know my auntie told me I have to be strong. So I can be strong for her, but it's kind of hard. I lost my brother 2 months ago. And then I just lost my auntie a week ago. And she's still at the funeral home sitting on ice. She haven't even been buried yet.
I lost my cat 20 years ago. That was a tough day. That thing went splat straight across the street. I tried to tell it not to do it, and there he went anyways. That was a rough week. And then I can tell you my aunt and my grandma died within a year of each other. Yeah, lots of us have been through stuff. Lots of us. And it's made much harder again when you have face tattoos. It says something about you. We like to say it doesn't, no, that we shouldn't judge and all that, but the bottom line is we do. We judge. In some ways, we have to save ourselves to some extent.
And now my wife passed away, so there's a lot. So I really need help. And if you guys willing to help me, I appreciate it. And I'm just trying to be strong, but I'm tired of being strong. So.
And I'm looking at more tattoos down the neck. Sweet Jesus, that's where all your rent money went.
Thank you, Kat. Just tired of being strong. I'm just always got to be strong, and you get tired of that. So if you guys want to help, I really appreciate it. And like I said, no matter if it's $1 or $2, all the help, every help matters. But the goal is $2,000. I want to raise $2,000. Help my wife pay her rent. So.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay. For those who can't see the screen, this person, I'm going to assume it's a guy. In this day and age, sometimes it's hard to tell if it's a guy or a gal. So I apologize regarding that, but I'm just going to assume it's a guy. Decided that I'm going to clip this for a thumbnail on the TikTok thumbnail page. Decided after doing all the blubbering, they were going to take a wad of Kleenex, shove it up one nostril, and then let it hang there. So that's what we are looking at. I'm sorry for the stops, guys. As you know, if you don't want the stops, you can go straight to the next chapter quiet room and you can watch these uninterrupted. But some of these videos just blow me away. So we've got a tissue hanging out the nose. No hands, just hanging out the snot. Okay. And you're wondering why perhaps you're having a hard time finding employment. I see nothing but tattoos all over their body, on the neck, the face, clearly on the arms, hands. Yeah. Like I said, let's go to the genesis of all your problems.
You don't have to worry about that. So that's cash out.
This is for real, guys.
So I'm just really sad, so I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Like I said, no matter what it is, I just want to help her. Would you be a different what? It's so sad. I got a different cash app. That's my wife cash app. I just want everything to go to her so she can take care of her rent and stuff.
She ain't getting squat dime of my money. And you hanging your snot rag out your nose like that, if she thought that was attractive, I'd like to see her.
But here, kitty, I feel sick. I feel stressed out. I feel sick, Yeah, that's her. That's her CA, That's her cash app. So I just be wishing God could just send somebody over TikTok one day. It's just, because my goal is $2,000. But I know it's going to take some time to raise that, but I just be praying God could just put it on somebody hard on TikTok and they could just send my wife the money and she could just pay her rent.
You want God to, quote, put it on somebody hard. Why would God punish someone else by demanding they give you $2,000? See the selfishness? Quote, I just wish God would put it on somebody hard. Not my God. My God's not going to say to me, hey, Carrie, give $2,000 to this beggar with a snot rag hanging out of their nose. Probably one of the most unattractive things I think I've seen in the couple of years I've been doing TikToks. Truly the gutter of self-respect on social media. So you want God to put it on somebody hard. You want God to punish someone else for your mistakes. No, thank you.
If I do, I just be wishing that could happen, man. There's a lot to be on social media asking people for help. Y'all don't know how hard that is. So, like, asking people for nothing. I already feel bad because I don't have it myself to give it. I wish I could just pay it myself, pay all her bills, and she don't have to worry about nothing. That'd be less stress to worry about. But like I said, if everybody can help, there's 47 people here. If everybody could send something to the Cash App, I appreciate it. I really do. And I'm not the type of person that come over here and beg for help, but right now, I need help. If you guys can help me, please.
Do not do it. This is a regular beggar, new to the channel, but apparently not new to TikTok, because I should have read the caption. Okay, this is April 17th. It says it's time for another family tragedy that only 2,000 can fix. So this is someone who does this all the time. Guys, give to your local humane society, give to the American Red Cross, give to your church, give to a family member in need, somebody that you like and love, not to these guys.
Raise $2,000 so my wife can pay her rent, her bills.
This is crystal clear. Yesterday, all I ate was one piece of cheese pizza because he gave me it for free. And what else did I eat? I don't think I ate anything else this year. No, I didn't. I did go above my sodium because that one piece of cheese pizza was probably 600-700 milligrams of sodium. But the average man or woman intakes at least 1,500 milligrams of sodium a day. So that's still good, but I still want to keep it. What's up, Blake? I still want to keep it below 300 so I can truly peak.
So you're claiming how broke you are. You're sitting in your semi, very cleanly washed designer sweater with your little hoodie on because there might be a slight chill outside, claiming how broke. Okay.
And today, whenever we can, because right now we really can't, but whenever we can, I might place an order on Target to get bananas, whole wheat bread, all natural peanut butter, and what else was it? Oats. So bananas, whole wheat bread, all natural peanut butter, and oats. As soon as I'm able to, I'm gonna place that order. And that's all we're gonna be eating, straight up. No more of this fast food, no, Maddie, I'm about to go crazy. Cause Maddie, you already know. You've been around for a long time, you already know. Maddie's been here for years, y'all. He's been here for at least a year and a half. He knows the OG me, before TikTok, before all this homeless, when I was thriving on a kick. Yeah, he knows. And obviously I know Charlie Perky. Come on now. I'm just going slow with my water right now because I don't really know where I'll go to fill it up until the library opens.
Your bottled water.
Because I don't like going into places getting for free. I don't like going into restaurants like, hey, can I get some water? Hey, can I use the bathroom? I don't go in unless I'm paying because I feel they don't like that. I've worked in other places. I know people don't like that. So I'm not just going to go fill this up with water and blah, blah, blah. So I wait till the library opens. They open in 30 minutes and I fill it up with the water fountain.
Pay my rent.
Oh, here we go. Miss Sheena, let's do it.
I'm going to pay my lights, but I don't ask you for money. You can't say that about me because that is one thing I don't do. So one of the accounts that does the Reddit on me got banned today. They got banned. No, I don't get state anything, hon. I don't owe the state nothing. Don't get state aid, nothing. I don't even get Medicare. So I have to answer to nobody. Yep. One of them got shut down today. They got banned so bad they can't even make another account about it. Did you all hear that? Oh my God. What the was that? Thank you, Team Sheena, the Clover hat. Thank you.
Somebody threw in some money.
Yeah, it was good news. That was cute. Thank you. So what do we need next? It's just the media showers, guys.
Okay, I want you guys to realize something. And this is part of my frustration with beggars and why your donations towards them is totally thankless. Somebody just sent her a Clover hat. I don't know how much that's worth, but it's change, right? It's money. You get a 1 second acknowledgement if you're lucky. And then the next thing is we need the meteor. Because no matter what level you give them, they're going to want the next level up. I'm sorry. And I'm not saying you have to, follow all over me and all that, but you give me a donation, I'm going to be so grateful, absolutely grateful in every way possible. I am not going to sit there and say, oh, now the next person, if you could give 10 more than this one. But this is what the beggars do. And why I use that analogy, it's an empty bucket. It's a bucket with a hole in the middle. You could give them your paycheck that you have worked 2 weeks or maybe a month really hard for. You could hand it to them. They will give you a 2-second, perhaps. We're going to say they have at least that decency and say, thank you for the donation. And the very next sentence out of their mouth is going to be, but we need a bigger one. I'm sorry. I'm the type that I would like you to stop and truly acknowledge me. Truly, say, hey, I really appreciate, what you did for me. Take 2 seconds and say something other than, oh my goodness, that's great. Okay, next donation. It's just my pet peeve. I feel like when someone donates to you, it's a little more deserving than just, oh, great, thanks so much, bye.
Media showers, that's it, y'all.
See, that's what she wants next. And if you so much as blinked when that Clover hat, I believe is what it's called. I don't know all the name of the TikTok donations. If you so much as blinked, you wouldn't even know someone just gave her money. This is why I don't understand you guys who give these beggars money. They don't want your change. They want everything you make. And no matter what you give them, it will never be enough. So she spends more time, and all the beggars do. They spend more time telling you about the next level gift that they want than they spend acknowledging you. I can tell you on my channel, when somebody, gives me a donation, I don't just say thanks. I stop, I will write them a note and tell them, how much it means to me. Because this channel, I have very, very few donations, and that's fine. It's not a big deal. Okay. I appreciate what people do just by watching and all of that. Donations to my channel, absolutely not necessary. None of that stuff is necessary. So when people do it, I make sure, at least I hope I do a good job. Okay. I stop and I acknowledge them. But the problem is these beggars, it's all about them. It's the me. So anything you give, like I said, it's a blink of an eye of a thank you, and that's it. And like I said, you will spend more time hearing them beg about the next level than anything you did for them. I thought I said that pretty well. I think I did.
Media showers. I'm pretty sure I know who you are. You're with the Sheep Show. You're a fake account that came over from the Sheep Show. No, you're not Pickles. Nope. You're lying to me. Then why did somebody in the Sheep Show say that they came in they're in here under a account name KK, and her name was Kels. She said that's her backup account. Why would she say that? Okay, well, find the benefit of a doubt here. I'll give you a chance. But if I find out otherwise, I'm going to be pretty upset if you can't be honest with me.
We don't have to be honest with you beggars. I'm sorry. And you being upset because somebody comes in under a different account name, why should we care? We don't care.
School, I'm in dire need of your aid. I will be homeless in a month without your help. I'm Black, trans, disabled. I don't have a family to help me. They abandoned me as a child, emotionally. Now I'm dealing with the repercussions of all of that. They abandoned me as a young adult, told me I could not return back to my family of origins home because I was too broke to help them with bills. Couldn't live there anyway because my birth mother is abusive. My birth brother is abusive. My birth sister just let all of this happen and made excuses for the people who are making my life a living hell because I'm trans and I'm disabled and I don't function the way that other people do because I certainly am autistic. I am diagnosed with ADHD, a generalized anxiety disorder, depression, PTSD, complex PTSD because of the life that I have lived. I was just homeless. I cannot be homeless again. I cannot do it. I will be without your help. So please donate because every cent, it helps. 25 cents means I get to be alive.
If any of you have seen my previous videos, I'm on disability. I'm trying to find a way to earn income from home to supplement my income because I'm tired of being broke and struggling all the time. I found something called Boss Suite where it teaches you 10 or 20 different stream incomes, and I want to try it. The only problem is I need $600 for the course. I don't know how to do this stuff on my own, so I've got to have some type of direction. I don't know where I'm going to come up with $600. I'm trying to not lose my storage unit. I need to catch up on my electric. My house is in foreclosure. I'm fighting that. Credit card bills are behind. I really need to supplement my income.
So it sounds like to me, with all due respect, ma'am, that this dry beg here is you asking for $600. But I'm going to say that the $600 for this course that you want to take, it isn't actually going to be spent on the course. And I'll tell you why. You clearly are living above your lifestyle. Now I'm going to do something. I want you to take a look. I'm observant on these videos. Okay, I'd like you to take a look at what the scene is behind her. Now I seem to see stuff. I'll stop short of saying I see a bunch of crap, but I want you to look at what's behind her, sitting on top of all the dressers or whatever. Maybe it's a TV console or something. Here's my experience having been a broke ass myself. Okay. And I admit it on this channel. 2 bankruptcies, car and credit cards in my 20s and early 30s, because you can't file bankruptcy less than 10 years apart. When I see that much stuff sitting on the top of your stuff, I'm willing to bet if I were to lower the camera, I would find more crap sitting around the room. So we may have someone here, I don't know for sure, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say we have someone possibly with a spending addiction. And the spending addiction is what leads to credit cards being behind. She said, basically rent, credit cards, bills all need to be paid. And you think a $600 course that's going to get you into more debt is going to solve the problem. This is a lifestyle problem. This is not a $600 course problem. And with all due respect, ma'am, if I'm going with first impressions, and let's face it, folks, first impressions matter. Okay. All right. Doesn't mean we're always accurate. Okay, someone can have a first impression of me and think, yep, she had 2 bankruptcies. She doesn't know anything today. Actually, I know a lot today. And today I'm debt free. And I have not had a credit card problem like that since I was in my 20s when I had my first bankruptcy. But from just what I can see of first impression, does she look like she's ready to sit down and study hard to a $600 course? No, because when you are broke, it's not a course that you need. You need to get more work, W-2 job, and bring in income. That is what you need, income. And sitting and dry beg on social media, and you gotta admit, it's the classic. I just don't know what I do. What I'm going to do, all my bills are behind. I need this, and paid. What am I going to do? You're going to go out and you go get a W-2 job. You're going to put on that Wendy's apron, be a proud, wear that proud Culver's hat, whatever. And that's what you're going to do. Not suck up the public for a $600 course. And I'm going to say you're probably not qualified for. Looking at your age, I seriously doubt you're motivated to do it. And like I said, I'm willing to bet if we were to lower that camera, I could point to thousands of dollars in crap lying around the place. And I only say that, folks, because it's just, I've done enough of these debt stories, okay, not related to TikTok, but more of YouTube documentaries. One of the signs, it's not definitive, but when you start piling crap on top of things, that's when you may want to look around, and you're not doing it in a way that's making it look cute. You know, you can go into a house and they've got cute little baskets and maybe some frames or something on top of their kitchen shelf cabinet, up near the ceiling. That stuff can look beautiful. I'm talking just lining it with crap. But when you give me your whole laundry list of the things that you're behind on, and then I see the crap on top of stuff, I can tell you my experience, I'm probably not too far off from being right. So it's not a $600 course she needs. She needs a W-2 job. And you wear that apron proudly. Can't you see her? Guys, seriously, could you not see it? And I'm being very respectful here, family. Can't you see her, like, say, in a windy smock or something? A little hat? I don't even know if they make you wear the hat. So we'll take the hat off. But you got to at least wear a hairnet and food service of some sort. Can't you see that? You wear that smock proudly, lady, and before you know it, you'll be earning $600, not spending $600.
Any suggestions would be appreciated.
I just gave them to you. Shall I replay?
Because now they should.
Here is Detroit Nike. Begs for money to get home after getting fired from his job. Then he accidentally slips up and says he quit.
They never fired me because of my color, and that's not fair.
They fired him because of his color. Oh, this is going to be rich.
Thank you for the corns and the gifts and all of that. I really appreciate that. But look, I'm trying to get home. I'm not trying to do none of that. I don't need them. I'm trying to get home. I quit. What? No, I got fired. And I need to get home. And I don't care. I need to get home.
Call your family and get home.
I felt discriminated against tour. No, I got fired. That just slipped out because I wanted to quit. That don't mean I did. No, because I got fired because they discriminated against towards me. I didn't know what else to do but to get fired.
Well, if you get fired, you should be able to collect some unemployment to go with that begging check you usually get from your hotel room. Oh, and by the way, this nice big fluffy jacket. Why is it some of these beggars have coats that are nicer than what I have?
What you want me to do? Stick around? I'm sorry. I can't stick around. Rick fired. What you wanted to say? You're fired, or are you going to? No, I did not quit. I did not.
Hey, so here's another one.
Here we go, folks. Here we go. Chip, Chip, who is a new dad. Chip, who is on an absolute rant lately on social media, because these videos are current. Chip is on an absolute rant about how we are all up in his family's business. He just had a newborn a month ago. Congrats to the newborn. But I continue to question, how do you have all this time to plead poverty, to be begging for help, like you've been doing for the last few years? Okay. I've only known Chip for the last year, barely. But I trust my fellow, TikTokers that have been following him for a few years. And I will do a deep dive into Chip. But how can you sit there and plead poverty and yet you got time to procreate another child? Something to think about. So here he is. Let's do it.
I told you, I'm calling these people out now. I'm done with it. Move my head so you can see it. How did you get in this position? When was the last time you worked 40 hours? I said, it's been over a year since I worked. I've told everybody this. What are you trying to prove again? It's like you're reaching for the stars and you're just not getting there. I'm not sure why this is even relevant to anything.
Well, actually, Chip, it's relevant to a lot because you're asking people who work 40, 50, 60. Between YouTube and my job, I work 60 hours a week. Between YouTube and my job, it's 60 hours, 40 hours on my job and about 15 to 20 hours on YouTube. Nothing less than 15 hours. I can't do it in less than 15 hours. So even if we take the 15 hours, I'm working a 55-hour work week. How many of us would like to set our asses around, procreate children that we clearly cannot afford? Okay. And be able to beg for money on TikTok. Now, would I do it? Absolutely not. I've got dignity. I have dignity. No way would I do it. But still, how many of us would like to do it? That's the problem people are having. And you haven't worked 40 hours in a week in over a year, but you're asking people who do work those hours to give you their money. And you're asking people to work those hours so we can fund your lifestyle.
Especially when if you would have just asked me how long, I've answered it. Nobody's denying that I said that. I am truly concerned now about the people in this country. Are you really that horrible of a person that you have to nitpick and go through history and find little tiny details trying to get people to hate me? But you're failing because I've already said this. Have the day you deserve. God bless.
And y'all, I'm gonna let y'all know, it's gonna confirm that y'all sending it to the right person. So it do say scam warning.
This is Cake. She's 39 and she's the woman that has that big old foot problem. I'm sorry, Cake, about the foot problem. She's 39, a rough 39, I should say.
To let y'all know, because some of y'all be scared to send it, but all this making sure that you sending it to the right person, letting you know that you cannot reverse the payment. So I'm just letting y'all know that. Because some people be getting all, oh, why I say scam? Because look at how many people come on my page. Look how many people trying to report my CA every day because they don't like me. That's why it does that. I be trying to tell y'all that. That's the only reason why I say that. And then y'all just, if y'all believe somebody on the internet, man, no. These people get on here and they downgrade me every day. They say stuff bad to me every day.
But Cake, that's because you have nothing positive to ever say. I've never seen you smile. I mean, at least at the Intrigue family, that first video, we saw Yaz actually smiling and being kind of playful to that. I can't call him the P word because she is above age, but come on.
Let me post it again. To the people that actually want to help me get my room tonight. Y'all, I need $90 for my room. To the people that actually want to help. That's STARL and 3 zeros, you guys. If you really want to help me. And I got something else to tell y'all. I'm just finna tell y'all this. Y'all just gotta listen to me for a minute. People gonna kid on this internet and they gonna lie on me. They gonna drag me. They got so many videos of me up talking about I'm a beggar, I'm a liar. But I'm trying to see, why would y'all think I'm a liar? What am I lying about? And I show proof of my foot every day. I show proof that I get a hotel every day. So what am I lying about actually? What? I just want to know what y'all think I'm lying about. Why would I have to lie to hear it? And why would I have to lie and I could get on the corner if I really wanted to? What am I lying for? Something wrong with them, Kizzy. Hey, Callie. Like I said, they just do that for no reason because they have nothing else better to do. I know I don't have to explain it. I'm just telling people so they'll know. You know what I'm saying? I still have to tell people so they know, so they can help me. I still need the help, so I'm going to get on her and I'm going to explain myself. Thank you, sweets, for whatever you say. I appreciate you so much. Hey, I can't pronounce your name. I'm going to say Liz. How you doing, love? Hey, LaWanda. I want Felicia. They do it every day. They say you are not applying yourself. Look, you're blocked. Don't come out here telling me what they said. Well, why would you even have to say that? You're blocked. I know what they say. What you trying to be funny? I don't give a what they say. What the hell is you talking about? Come out here with it.
Happy Tuesday, y'all.
Mark and Paige. Paige is pregnant. They say that Paige has gone to the medical, the hospital. I don't know if Paige has actually gone to a hospital, but we are going to assume at this point, as they say, Paige is 5 to 6 weeks pregnant. This is her loser husband, Mark. And don't forget, Paige and Mark are the ones that also claim they have diabetes. Okay, that one or both of them has diabetes. And Mark claims he's actually going to get a job, possibly now that Paige is pregnant.
We just got back from the doctors. Paige is due in November. I have very little time to figure things out. I'm very high strung right now. I have to figure things out the right way, the legal way. My blood pressure is pretty high right now, but
Mine's high.
Yeah, hers is high too. We're very high strung right now. Her baby's due in November. What was the date?
November 8th.
November 8th. Way
Hold on.
before that. So my goal, my game plan is to get us off the streets immediately. I'm going to start applying to jobs.
Shouldn't that stuff be thought about before you get knocked up? Kind of like with Chip. Shouldn't this stuff be thought about? Hey, you know what? We want to have a baby. We should probably get off the streets, get clean, get our life intact first. Why? That's probably because the act of procreation can be extremely enjoyable for those that have nothing better to do during the day while the rest of us are at work. We out working hard, and then we turn on TikTok to see Chip has a baby, Mark and Paige are having a baby. What you guys do all day while we're working? Oh, that's right, procreating. And then claiming after baby is conceived, and I'm actually having reason to believe that they are not lying, I think, at this point, okay? Because they've shown themselves in the shelters and all that. I'm going to assume that she is actually pregnant. And I'm gonna say here, it would not surprise me if halfway, just before November, they quote unquote lose the baby. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand how serious that is. Okay. So put that part aside, but I'm talking from the beggar standpoint to try to get people to give and donate. It would not have surprised me and anger the hell out of me if they claimed, oh, the baby was lost. I'm just saying, I believe beggars will go that low to get your money.
I'll still be going on TikTok and I'll still be named the Traveler because I like the name. But we're going to keep you all posted and I'll still be going live when I can. I really need to get job and I really need to get out these streets, and that's what I'm going to do, and God's going to help me do that.
Once again, God's going to solve the problems that I created through my own selfish idiot actions. That is not God's job.
But as far as right now, my blood pressure is extremely high, so I had to come on here and vent a little bit. So just keep me in y'all prayers and just hope that God makes a way for us and to get out this shelter so they don't take my kid. Because if we're in the shelter, they will take the kid, no hesitation. It's not a stable environment. Tomorrow we're... Huh? What? Take your kid? You're allowed to have your kid over here.
And Paige always acts like she's half passed out.
She said they take it.
Somebody
they say they
with
take
a newborn
it.
baby.
She said they take it.
Over here, we do, because the weather.
Yeah, the weather's too rough here. And we just got to really figure things out. And I just ask everybody to keep me in y'all prayers and still be supportive of our channel. We have a very short time, so I just wanted to get on here and calm down and express that. So I appreciate y'all for
No, I'm not going to financially support your channel, Mark and Paige, but I am here to see the train wreck.
everything y'all done. But I have very little time. We have no money, and we need to get off these streets real fast, real quick. And I got to get a job to do that. It's the only way. So God will guide me. God will show me what job to go to. I'm going to start applying every day until I get something. And I got to start now because every minute counts right now. So just keep me in y'all prayers and pray that something comes to fruition. I might be on live tonight. I don't know.
They stuck me right where the knuckle is.
They took blood so they could find out what genetics it is, if it's a boy or a girl. So they'll be letting us know that here in about 4
They
weeks.
took a pregnancy test and said positive.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's positive.
But we're both very stressed because of our living arrangement right now. So if there's anybody in Denver, Colorado, or that area also, if you're willing to take us in, and I'm willing to work if anybody out there in Denver hears this, and you're actually a good person, not on drugs, not on alcohol, very mental, very stable person, not on no bullshit or games or tricks or cons, we really would appreciate the help, and I would not take it for granted. And I would get off my and get a job immediately. And if you have work that you need done, and you're just willing us to, so we could have a stable home, that would be very grateful as well. So I'm gonna throw that out there too. The main thing is just we cannot be in a shelter when this baby is born. So just keep that in y'all prayers, y'all. I hope everybody's having a blessed Tuesday, looking good, feeling good, smelling good, the whole nine, staying strong. And just keep us in y'all prayers, man. We really need powerful prayers from y'all, man, for real. So y'all have a blessed one. Love you guys. Happy Tuesday. God bless. Say goodbye, brother.
So I'm trying to get to work. I definitely don't have public transportation near me. The person that I've been relying on to bring me to work all ask me about gas money. I cannot pay them gas money to get back and forth to work. I'm here to ask y'all, can y'all please support me so I can be able to keep the job? And bless me with anything, please. That's all I can ask you for.
I have to do is reach my quota first. We have less than a few minutes to get it, guys. So once again, guys, once we get to reach my goal, guys, we're 8K away from reaching my goal, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get real comfortable.
The caption reads, OMG, the biggest scammer of TikTok is back. The whole reason I got into awareness because this is the person that I was scammed by.
Every tomorrow, you said send me a request. You gotta show me how to do it. CC, I promise. Yeah, I can't remember. Let me see. I don't know which one you is, CC. Hey y'all. Hey everybody. I can't remember. There's so many people. It's too many. James Boy 97. I know, right? I tell you what. Senator Reggie Hudson. Let me tell you something. It's a capital E-G-G-I-E, capital H-U-D-S-O-N. I'm finna tell y'all. Too many James Boy 97. Hold on. Send it to this one. The R and the G is capitalized. The R and the G is the only thing capitalized. Where I been? I've been around. You have forgot about me. What you mean you forgot about me, girl? I've been around, been at home, taking care of them kids. Good to see all y'all. Y'all ain't miss me. I ain't got a donation yet. Tomorrow my birthday. They're gonna cash on right there. Capital R-E-G-G, capital H-U-D-S-O-N with the 5. Just 1 5. Only the R, only the H capitalized. I miss y'all too. No, I ain't got no job yet. I ain't gonna get no job. You actually think that I'm gonna get a job, somebody gonna stalk me? I ain't gonna get no job just because you telling me get a job. Have you mind your business yet? Have you got what you want to get yet? You want me to worry about tipping the curve? I done told you. I don't worry about no internet bullets. I don't worry about nobody that actually looking at me. You looking at me and you think you gonna tell me what to do? You gonna intimidate me? I'm the queen over here. So I ain't gonna get no job. Have you stop worrying about other people yet? Huh? I miss y'all too. I'm over here talking about my birthday tomorrow. I can't even post a cash out and say my birthday. I ain't got a donation yet. It's nothing wrong with working. I'm not finna work. Thank you, Courtney. That's what you don't understand. It's nothing wrong with, I got the cash out written down, okay. It's nothing wrong with working. It's nothing wrong with working, but you're not gonna tell me to go to work.
Doesn't it scare you that when you are out doing a hardy day's labor, people like this exist in the world? Yes. Thanks for joining me. So the person who posted this TikTok, not the original creator, but someone with higher moral and standard values, I read to you at the beginning that she was scammed by this TikToker. Now, first off, I would like the record to show for the court that was her crappy internet going in and out. It wasn't on me. That was not on my channel. All that crappy internet going in and out. Okay. But remember, she don't need no job. Now I'm looking at the background. It actually looks like a pretty decent place. Remember, this person is a scammer. Scammed the person that posted this because that person wanted to make us aware of the scammers out there. We are aware on this channel. Now, here's the sad part. I wish I could tell you that I started this channel, to bring out the scammers and show all the people, trying to beg for your money. And really, they're just, as I've told you, you're funding their lifestyle. But that's really not the reason I started this channel. It's not. It was actually I started the channel because I really love doing commentary to Dave Ramsey, which I don't do anymore. And then I changed it to student loan Chit-Chat, and then I changed it to consumer debt Chit-Chat to broaden it because I like to talk about anything and everything that's social media related, not influencer stuff. I couldn't care about that, and I don't care about like TikTok hauls, but more newsworthy stuff like this. And it just so happened that about a year and a half ago, maybe not even that long ago, but a good year ago, I thought, hey, you know what? I saw some beggars. It was really intriguing to me. So I went ahead and put up a begging video, and I figured, it might get 50 views. Sometimes it still does, but I appreciate you being here. And I put up a begging video and figured I would probably do 1, 2, maybe 3 episodes at best because I was unfamiliar with the world of TikTok begging. It's the type of stuff that I like to watch. And that's why I came across my YouTube feed, not TikTok feed, because I don't actually hang out on TikTok. Very rarely am I on TikTok. So I happened to just upload a commentary to a begging video. And here we are today, and we are one full-blown begging channel along with other things, student loan debt, car repos, yada, yada. So I wish I could say, however, that, this is why I'm here, to help expose people who are using the religion and innocence of the heart, people who really, really want to help. They're using them. These scammers use everything they can think of in their toolbox. And to people like you and me who are aware of the scammers, and I know there's some of you out there, even in my audience, part of you just doesn't want to believe that this really happens. And because I've seen some of your notes, and it's like, man, I really want to help, but then I see your channel and I see the stuff that they do. That's the whole point. But it wasn't why the channel originally came to be. It just happened to go in that direction. I just like to think it's because my commentary on begging is maybe a little bit more entertaining. I don't know, but I appreciate you being here. But forever and ever, we will read stories about people who are getting scammed. And to me, it looks so obvious she's a scammer. And truly, look at her background. It doesn't look dirty, unkept, unclean. And here's the kicker. Even if it were, it doesn't always mean they don't have money. They probably just put their money in other recreational activities. But it does kind of, it breaks your heart just a little bit to read that somebody fell for her. Somebody gave her money. But I really believe a lot of it has to do with the fact that the new fish in the pond, the new crop of victims, they think they're donating to one purpose. A car tire. You're just behind on 1 month's rent. You'll be good for forever. But it's not until after they've given their money. It's wrong. So now I exist to help expose scammers. Huh.
And also, if
Okay, Amanda's system for getting expensive gifts.
anyone, as everyone knows, if anyone sends any gifts that's worth 500 coins or more, as soon as I end my live stream, I send you a private message thanking you, and then I go to my live recap and post the part of the person sending that gift with their name tagged in the video. And then in the description, I give you more thanks and love and tag your name there as well. I add the post to my story, but the post forever stays on my page for everyone to always see it. And I also go to that person's page and show love to 10 of their posts by hitting every single button. And so far, that chick Missy is getting a video because she sent me an amazing bear earlier, and that's worth 500 coins. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Barry Willis. I'd love to make a video for you, Barry Willis. All it takes is any gift that's worth 500 coins or more. And I make the video for you with your name tagged in it. And I DM you thanking you as well. And the video comes from my live recap. So it shows the part of you sending the gift and your name is tagged in it as well. With me giving you a bunch of thanks and love. And the post forever stays on my page and I add it to my story. And I also go to your profile and show love to 10 of your posts by hitting every single button.
Because nothing says I love you more than a half drugged out looking TikTok beggar. Yeah, that's just what I want to share with my family and friends. And for legal purposes, I'm not saying she's on drugs, all right? I'm just saying how she looks, which is my personal opinion. She looks like a half drugged out beggar. And you're going to write to all my friends and family. I don't think so. No. And you notice how these beggars have conditions? Okay, you need to send her 500 coins, whatever. For all I know, that's $5, $50, who knows? And Amanda will write you a personal thank you note. Okay, that sounds good to me.
Candace, I believe me and Candace friends. If anyone's coming in and we're not friends, shoot me a follow and I'll follow you back. I get paid Thursday. I'll send you some good gifts then for you, love.
Do not send gifts. Do not send gifts. I swear to God, I'm going to make a custom beggar shirt to wear on occasion. I swear to God.
Yeah, all right, Kyra. I appreciate that.
Not coming on to ask for money.
Yay! Chip is here. Yay. All right, Chip. For those who may be new, we do have to catch up, everybody, family, okay? For Chip, who may be new, he's a regular beggar. He's been begging for God knows how long. I will do a deep dive into him this summer, okay? Give you all the facts. I'll go into past videos and stuff. I just don't have time right now. And for those who also don't know, Chip has 4 kids, and the 5th one is due any few months. I think Christmas. Hey, I think Chip and his wife, what is it? Chip and his wife, and then also don't forget Mark and Paige. They all got babies. They're all getting babies. Mark and Paige, their baby's due in December, and Chip and his wife have, I think it's a 1-year-old Zeta Zanelda or something like that. It's a pretty name though.
So you don't have to bash me too hard. I'm mainly looking for prayers right now.
All right, family, let's all gather around. Let me go get the Holy Bible book. Oh, wait. Oh, crap. It says Diet Coke on it, Chip, but I think that's good enough.
I made a mistake.
No, you don't say. Of course, for those who like to watch this without my reactionary commentary, you can fast forward to the next chapter and see the whole thing. Don't forget also 3 boxing bells means my portion of the video is over and it goes into quiet room, no commentary. All right. So Chip has made a mistake and we're all here to hear it. And he wants prayers. Okay, moving on.
When I paid for this room, I paid $750. I thought it was for the full month. Turns out it's for half a month. And the owner of the place came over today and told us we had to be out at 11 a.m. in the morning. I don't know what I'm going to do, considering all the shelters are full throughout, like within a 3-hour radius of here. I can't afford to put the camper anywhere. It's currently packed up and in storage. The place we were at last said they would keep it in their storage for us for nothing, but we're not allowed to stay there because they're getting in trouble for having me stay there.
That's a bitch.
School is even telling me that there's no jobs out here. Why did I pick here? I don't know. I feel stupid now.
Spoken like a neutered man.
Feel stupid for even coming out to Washington. But yeah, just venting. Just don't know what to do right now. I can't even know how I'm going to be able to move my kids because I can't even fit them all in the car at one time. But yeah, if I ask for help anywhere or if I try to post anything for...
Wait, we know what you're going to say. He's going to say, if I try to ask for help and all that, the awareness pages come and they all bash on him. Everybody else bashes on him. He doesn't understand why, because he's just here. You know, he's a man. He's asking for help. What's wrong with asking for help? How come we have to constantly keep bashing him? His kids are so afraid to leave the house that they're almost afraid to go to school because daddy's not with them the whole time. I think we got something like that. Oh, and don't forget, oldest son lives with grandma because oldest son has issues. Hey, I'm just saying what Chip says, okay? So oldest son has issues, and hopefully the baby's healthy. We definitely want that. But basically, he's back on camera. And remember what I have told you guys? Well, he's on camera every damn day. Remember I've told you guys, part of the beggars, and I know he doesn't think he's a beggar. He is. And we've seen it in many of my videos. And I say to you, if it pleases the court, this is evidence, proof that when I say every time a beggar, this is a begging tactic, gets close to their goal, just about made it to the top of the mountain. In fact, they could have made it to the top of the mountain. They're holding their flag, the country of their choice, and they're ready to stake it into the ground, and then the mountain crumbles. Everything falls apart. They slip down to the bottom. And they're looking back up from the valley going, what the hell just went wrong? We need a donation. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Chime. Don't forget GFM. GoFundMe. Yeah. See, I think that's going to be something like that. So let's hear it. You don't know what to do.
Recommendations. I get bashed relentlessly, even on Facebook.
Thank you. I forgot the Facebook part, but I think family, I think that deserves a thumbs up. And if you see a hype, don't forget to hype.
I'm not allowed to talk or say anything to anybody about my situation, or I get just hammered. Do I care that you're bashing me?
No, you don't, but really you do, because you talk about it almost every day.
No. None of you that bash me, if you're not a decent human being, you don't mean anything to me anyway.
Chip, I want to make it clear on this. Okay. Yeah, I know he don't know this channel exists. Feel free to tell him, family. Chip, you have to understand something. We are a kind and caring channel. My viewers are kind and caring people. We just don't understand you. We are not here to bash. And I will tell you, and I mean it with absolute sincerity, if I saw you in person, I would be of the utmost kind and respectful to you. I will never shame. See, the shame and the bashing goes on my channel. It goes on right here. When I'm off of it, if I see you, I'm going to shake your hand. I will probably thank you for making me a few $100. Continue on with the videos, okay? Because it's great fodder for my channel. And he is, he's one of those beggars that, we care, especially now that he's got a newborn. Don't be giving money, all right? But now that he's got a newborn, and he is asking us for prayers, okay? So I think it is in each and every one of our hearts to get down on one knee, put a couple hands in the air, and pray to however you wish to pray. And for those of you atheists out there, you can just sit this out. I totally understand, respect that, okay? So we'll just sit here and give him a little prayer. We are not here to bash. That is not what we do on this channel. We just try to figure out the logic through the illogic.
So that is where I'm standing right now. I'm stressed out. My wife's stressed out. My kids are stressed out.
Your whole freaking family is stressed out. That's why your son lives with his grandma. My
kids don't want to go anywhere without me, which is understandable because I'm dad. I feel like a failure.
Sometimes, Chip, it's okay to just say, I'm a failure of a parent. I don't know what to do. I'm a failure. Sometimes you just got to get down on one knee and embrace the moment and just say, I have failed my children, my wife. I have failed every family member around me. I ride too much on the fact that I have mental health or ADHD, whatever issues you got. And notice that the issues, family, are not so severe that it hasn't kept him from procreating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. You see, I could understand if someone said, hey, I got a whole lot of issues and I got 1 child. You know what? I will even be nice and I'll take 3. I got 3 kids and I got a whole lot of issues. You got friggin' 5. Remember, that's a quarter of a classroom. That's a quarter, I think, of an elementary classroom, an average around 20, 22 or so. So you got 5. You got a quarter of a classroom, Chip, and you wonder why your whole family is messed up and confused. And you don't know what to do. But you knew what to do 5 times.
This Disney trip off real quick. You have like 2,000 so far. No, I have 900. Where did you get 2,000 from? Thank you. What are these orange thingies right here?
damn beggars have more money than I do.
Oh, can I pin this too?
Oh, let me stop this. I'm so sorry. Okay. She's trying to go to Disneyland, and I am not kidding.
Something went wrong. Oh, man. I don't know how you become a super fan. I forgot I have a goal of that too. Thank you. Hey, I need 2 more people to send me a rose. Mary, where you at? I see you tapping the screen. Send a rose.
Carrie, where you at? I'm making the nearest exit.
If all of y'all sent me $1, I'd be $18 closer. Hey, Diana. Ooh, bae, you about to get blacked.
Oh, we have to do a Christmas club. You know, guys, I don't really listen to this much until I play it for you guys. All I do is put together, but I don't actually detail listen to it. So we are up to 68 deposits to the Christmas club. And it says trying to raise $3,470. Woo, for Disney World.
Cause you've been in here for more than 5 minutes and you haven't said nothing. And I don't like that. Yes, I block people who don't speak, cause why are y'all in here if y'all are not going to speak? Janice, you haven't said either, girl, and I called you out like 10 minutes ago.
And she don't have to say anything. People have the right to just sit and stare. There are people, I'm sure there are people out there, and God bless and appreciate you, that just watch this channel. They don't say anything. They don't have to. They don't have to say anything. They don't have to pay to watch it. And I want to thank the one person, I can't remember who it was, about a week or so ago, that they appreciate the fact that I don't have like a private members section only where you can't see it unless you're a member. No. And my membership's only $1 a month. Okay. $1, $2, and $3 a month. I don't say that very often on my channel because, you know, if you want to join, but that's all it is. Uncommitted. Unlike Chip, who has procreated 5 times, he is quite rather committed. But it always annoys me when these beggars go, oh, I'm gonna, not delete you, but I'm gonna block you from my channel because you're not talking. They don't have to talk. You have every right. Look, my job as a creator is to put the stuff out there, and then it's your job to decide if you want to watch it, the whole thing, part of it, stay, whatever. That is, to me, that is the right of the audience. So I have a really big issue with these creators that want to block people. Oh, and part of the reason also I don't have like a private members only section is because I think I'm one of the cheapest memberships you can ever have. Some channels, I've seen channels as high as $40 a month. I'm like, are you kidding me? I have a job and I don't want to pay that. So that's why I said, $1, $2, and $3, but that's voluntary. And donate for a month, donate for 5 years, whatever. I just appreciate my audience being here. And I would never, ever block simply because somebody wasn't paying. And ultimately with these beggars, that's what it's all about. Are you paying? So what they know is that if you're just sitting there watching, then they know that statistically wise, you're never going to pay anything. Whereas if you're talking and you're engaging and all that, then they have a chance to converse with you and try to scam you into giving them money. It all just follow the money trail. It all begins with the scam.
What's going on? What's going on?
What's going on?
Hey, Joy, welcome back. Thank you to the people that sent a rose. Thank you.
To the good people that sent a rose, because everybody else sucks. And let's remember those roses are only a penny. And I believe TikTok takes 50% of that. Yeah, you do the math.
Thank you. Now let's get those finger hearts in. She's never going to stop asking for stuff. Nope. And then once it's all paid off, I could stop being so stressed. Oh my God. Oh, I thought that was something. Never mind.
Don't you love the way she said, and once it's all paid off, like she's the one paying for it? You're the one begging for it. I mean, these beggars just kill me. I swear to God. They're going to age me faster than if I had kids. Oh, once we get this paid off, and you hear them say that, once this bill is paid. No, you mean once you've begged for it, you've suckered innocent fish into your net and they've paid for it.
I'm tripping. I thought you guys, your chirp is less than 3,000. My chirp is 4,000. So what are you saying? The Disney part of my trip is less than 3,000 and only by $140. The Disney trip for 4 days to stay in the hotel in the Disney resort and to go to the theme parks is $22,860. So that's only $140 short of 3,000. Then the flights for me and my 2 kids round trip is $1,020. That's not less than 3,000. You don't know how to count. It's less than 4,000.
You know, the entitlement will never cease to amaze me. They are adding up your money, your budget, your hardy days labor. They're adding up your money, and to a beggar, it's already in their pocket. It's already their money. You notice how she was doing that? Okay, I got 2 kids. I've got myself. Now it's going to be $100 less for this. Like, I didn't give you permission to take my money. I swear to God, it's like they're pickpocketing you.
She's gonna pay for a room for a couple of days, but it's gonna have to be tomorrow. She said I gotta figure out for today. Okay. Staying with people, I've been through traumatic situations with them. Somebody could just pay for tonight because, like I said, my mama just texted me and said she'll pay for a couple of days tomorrow with her card. She don't get paid till tomorrow. My mama help when she want to help. Yeah.
You're a grown adult.
But my mama said she's not going to pay for me a room until tomorrow. My mom could be iffy sometime. 2-3 nights. I'm finna pop see if she's for sure.
That's not me.
She texting back fast. Hold on. She told me not to bug her, but she's not going to pay for nothing. So I'm not going to bug my mom. My mom just be doing too much.
She sounds like she's a pain in the ass to her mother.
So I got a couple of days cleared for tomorrow. Yes, someone can send your mom. Yeah. So somebody could just pay for today and my mom gonna cover the rest. I think she said she's gonna pay for my mom gonna pay with her card tomorrow. She told me, but she's gonna put it in her name, which I said is very understandable. I don't care. So she told me I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do today. Y'all, if y'all call the lady, just know she don't speak good English.
Okay, whatever.
Guys, good patience is the key. I need to go somewhere for today. My mama said she got me for tomorrow until I don't know when, but she said she's gonna pay for a couple of days. I guess my friend talked to my mama just now. Yeah, all I need is money for food. I don't necessarily need money for food. People could just order me food.
Oh, sweet dear God. Okay, so we got one lady. She wants $3,470 to take her and her 2 kids to Disney. We got her. She's like, oh, you don't have to be, but you can just order it. Oh, okay. Moving on.
Gamer and have nasty people make.
This poor pathetic woman. Okay, this is a horror lover queen. Yes, she's been on my channel before, and that is actually her handle. Horror, like, the horror movie, horror lover queen. She's about as sorry as they get. I don't understand some of these creators, by the way, that put out all their notes over the screen. I guess the other creators have to make their point. Here we go.
Nasty pages about me. I'm not going to be asking for help anymore on this app because it's not worth it.
And she lives on government assistance.
Not.
I need help with the $100 so I can use the taxi to go to Walmart and get a phone and a phone card and get everything set up so I can have a phone for my job. Because right now I do not have phone service at all. Everything got so screwed up. So if anybody can help me with the $100,
That's a bunch of crap. If your phone is for your job will provide the phone and the service. And if the job didn't provide the phone and told you go get a phone, I'm chewing on boba. I'm trying not to chew into the microphone. If the job tells you go get your own phone, then they should reimburse you. But basically, the job should provide a phone. She's a big old scammer. We all know it. She is somebody I do not like. She sits right up there. As a matter of fact, Sheena, she's the mom that had her towel over her shoulder and was doing dishes, and she's always begging to the camera. I like this gal more than I dislike Sheena. At least Sheena's somewhat entertaining. This gal, just don't like her. Remember I told you? Okay? The likables and the unlikables, they're totally unlikable in every way possible. And Stella, too.
Wouldn't ask if we didn't need it, but this is going to go towards us to be able to get in the cheapest room, cheapest hotel, motel, whatever.
You look like you're already standing in front of it, ma'am. I mean, no disrespect, but...
So we can wash out and not have to be outside and get caught. Who was that?
Scam caller, of course. Really the only thing that ever calls my phone.
Thank you for the follow. I don't know. I'm trying, babe. We've both been trying.
I'm worried about you, not me. I can handle this.
Good evening, everybody. You know my
Oh, yes. Well, I don't even know his name. Here he is.
situation the day before yesterday.
This guy, by the way, has a situation every day.
If you want to know, go watch Eviction Part 7. The judge gave us 2 weeks for us to vacate the place that we stay at. We did put a good fight, y'all, but we was unable to afford the rent. The rent went up to $2,500, and we owed back rent because the rent was ridiculous high. And when we got the place at a reasonable rent price. Then the landlord sold the building to somebody else, and they rose up the rent. So we fight hard, and unfortunately we lost the case. And I just don't feel like going to a men's shelter. The men's shelter is dangerous.
When you have a 7-part eviction story, you don't have a TikTok, you have the making of a mini movie. Who has 7-part eviction story?
When CBS came, she left empty-handed, never to return. As many times as y'all done called, I still got my people. Thank you. But hey, we're gonna block you now. You enjoy your day. You enjoy your day. You've been blocked. That girl that had me dying laughing, we just blocked her. That's the same girl that keep texting me from Milwaukee. Like, girl, you're a child. Gas station, Chick-fil-A. No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do what she said. Hold on.
Both sides of the screen right now is the Apple Pay again. Sagittarius, when you come at the Apple Pay number, do me a favor and put an Apple emoji by it, hon. 954-200-4829. Tara T baby say y'all better send that $100. I'm telling you, you just gotta have faith. Faith ain't for everybody. That's why some people are stuck. You sitting there in your spirit like, should I do it? Your spirit like, I want to do it. Your spirit like, I know there's people are saying I can do it Friday. Do it Friday, baby. Do it Friday. All you got to do is screenshot. And everybody on TikTok who are not following me, hit the follow button. Hit the follow button. Send the screenshot to my inbox, okay? I cannot respond. I see there are people sewing $6, $10, $4. They're sewing their best, but there's no way I would be able to sit on here and say that message was for me and don't put nothing in the ground. There's somebody right now who's watching and your prayers have not been answered for your child. I want you to go and sow a $20 seed and say, for my child. Maybe your child is out in the streets and you're praying for them. Maybe they're locked up behind bars. Maybe your child is battling depression. Maybe your child is not obtaining the information they're being taught in school. Maybe they say your child got ADHD. Maybe they say your child is, glory to God, falling behind and hallelujah, need a EPN or whatever it's called. We bind that deaf and dumb spirit and we decree and declare that your child is functioning. Hallelujah. Maybe you need to sow. Hallelujah, because your child is sick. Maybe you're sowing that $20 seed right now. I'm telling you, there's a grace on it. There's a grace on that $20 seed for your children. Hallelujah, God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Glory to God. Hallelujah. I'm telling you. Hallelujah. Maybe your child, hallelujah, is depressed. Maybe your child is being treated like the black sheep. Maybe your child's father is taking care of, glory to God, all the other children, but not yours. CBIM 2027. Let me pin it. And let me tell you something to the ones who are sowing on the Cash App. Make sure it went through. Because, watch this. Comment that thing for me, Sagittarius. CBIM 2027 so I can pin it. Sometimes when I get so many seeds, that's why I use my son's and mine. It'll start reversing the payments for 24 hours. I got different ways to give. Don't let the enemy freeze your seed. CBIM 2027. It's pinned on Facebook and on TikTok. I'm telling you, put that $20 seed in the ground for your child.
This needs to be off of TikTok. And I'm going to tell you why. I've seen a crap load, as you know, of begging. I've seen it all. Okay, some of it I can laugh over. Actually, most of it I laugh over. But there are those videos, and this is one where it probably needs to be reported. I'll tell you why. There are people out there so desperate to find a miracle, to heal their child, to heal perhaps, themselves, that they will fall for the crap that she just spewed out of her mouth. Let's start with my notes. Sow a seed for your child. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. I believe she takes Cash App. So the way I looked at that was what she is basically saying, because she listed off all the, maybe your child is ADHD, whatever, that if you make a donation to her, that can heal your child. That will help heal your child. And what did she say at the very beginning, family? I wouldn't imagine that gift or blessing was for me if I didn't sow a seed. That should, well, it's not criminal for her to say that. If she were marketing a product and said, hey, if you don't buy this product, you're not sowing a seed for your child. You don't buy this product, your child's not going to be healed. How is that any worse than being a stinking beggar on TikTok going, well, if your child's sick, can't pay attention in school because God knows it's the teacher's fault. Your child's failing at school. Well, you know what? Sow a seed for your child. Oh, and what does this beggar have? She has her Cash App, and I think she said her son's Cash App and all of that. Oh, she just made me burn. And like I said, I have seen a lot of TikTok begging, including the stuff that never makes it to my channel. I have to vet all this stuff before it makes it onto my channel. I like to think that by the time it makes it to my channel, that beggar can take it as a real compliment. She says here, there are no, no prayers for someone who has not sown their seed. That's what she was saying. I wouldn't be so big to think that prayer was for me if I have not sown a seed. Why the bejesus does the seed have to be sown to your Cash App? I'm sorry, is she God? Did she somehow or another have the magical yellow brick road laid out to her Cash App? And a parent who is struggling, perhaps with children themselves, other family members? Oh, hell, there are certain aspects of my life I'm struggling in. I would love to sow a seed to her Cash App so that perhaps I can feel the blessing myself. Let's see here. Don't give up if you can't Cash App today. She said you can Cash App on Friday. There are different ways to give. She has different ways to sow her seeds. This has got to be one of the most infuriating TikTok begs I believe I have ever heard. And I have heard a lot. We're talking Tim, Angela, Chip, and Alex, okay? The reason this one is so god-awful is she's trying to play preacher, and preachers can do the same thing, and I'm against that just as much. But she's basically trying to tell people, and there's a sad part, is there are people who will fall for it. She's telling people, you're hurting in your life? Well, sow your seed to my freaking Cash App. Like I said, I have never wanted to report a video so much in my life and all the TikTok begs I've heard. If I ever do choose to report it, I am never going to tell anyone. My rule as a creator basically is I simply report the information and I let the chips fall where they will. So in all honesty, I won't do anything. But if one of you felt like you should do it, if you felt that sowing that seed of reporting that video is near and dear to your heart, by all means, feel free to do it. I try to keep my channel just simply, I report. Oh, speaking of reporting, Lala, dear Lala, okay, I will link at the end. Lala was on TikTok a few days back, and I recorded my short discussion with her. She avoided everything dealing with begging. Hey, I will attach it at the end if I don't forget. So basically, this woman, because I can't keep saying the B word, although I couldn't say it enough in my head, Says, sow your seed with her if you are hurting, medically hurting. See, and again, that's where the crossing line is. I mean, Angela begging for her daily Dunkin'. Someday I'm going to make a video at Dunkin' Donuts and say, Angela, this one's for you. Because I go to Dunkin' Donuts like 3 times a week because I like my mango daydream refresher with the foam topping. Woman saying, sow your seed with her. And that will bring you the happiness or the wealth or the healed child, healing yourself that you're looking for. That is the biggest line of vile crap I think I've ever heard, and I can't say it enough.
Let me show you. Oh, I can't even do it because I can't.
Okay, the caption says sent $60 now and she's an ungrateful beggar. They're all freaking ungrateful beggars.
See nobody username right now. I don't like all that irritating me. I have a headache. You seen that go irritate me the first time and you go repeat it again. Like you trying to purposely irritate me. Okay, I'm gonna give you what you're looking for. Cause why would you like, I'm just trying to understand. The people act like I'm wrong. Okay, I'll be that. Stop triggering people. Stop crossing boundaries and triggering people. And then get mad at their reactions. Okay, you're triggering me. I don't care. No, because you is. You didn't even tell me how much you sent or didn't send or whatever. When you sitting right here trying to tell me don't block nobody. You not the one that get picked on and screen recorded and posted on nobody's page and made fun of. I've been dealing with this for 2 years. I can tell when they ask sit on this top, be nosy and screen record me. I'm not with that no more. It's annoying. I'm at the point where I'm ready to press charges against them. They don't even know that cyberbullying, that cyber stalking they doing is a federal crime. And
oh, get over yourself. Oh, family, I am telling you. Holy cow, every freaking beggar. Oh, that's illegal. No, it is not illegal to screen record you unless your crap's copyrighted. And my family, feel free. Don't forget to hype. All right. Hype if you see hype. Not everybody sees a hype button. I see a hype whenever I've only had the opportunity to hype 2 channels. And I've only seen a hype button on my channel like once or twice, and not everyone sees it. All the hype does is help spread the channel. But she's another freaking beggar, ungrateful, screaming at her audience going, you know what? You are just triggering me so much. How can you be barely 20 years old and you're already triggered? And then she's sitting there threatening people. The threatening that these beggars are doing. I'm going to take this to the FBI. It's illegal. No, it's not illegal. No. And when you make something and you put it out on social media, channels like mine can pick it up. Oh, and don't forget, we make some money off of it too. Yeah. So you just keep screen recording and getting pissed and we'll record it.
I'm tired of it. So when I say don't sit on my live or I'm gonna block you, that's what I mean. Because
okay. Some days. All right.
And no troll pages go sit on this disguise as no real page and think they go sit on here and screen record. They be on here all hours of the day, but you wouldn't know that because you're not in my position. So when I say if you sit on my live and you're not helping and I block you, that's what I mean.
In other words, what she's saying is you're not okay, guys. When beggars say you're not helping, what they're saying is you're not giving any money. We don't want you sitting on our live. You know what? Who gives a crap? Okay. And I don't troll pages. Okay. And like I said, if a beggar appears on my page, it's just on my For You page. So that's what they really mean, though. If you don't give to them, that is triggering to them. They don't want you in the room because only people that want in the room are the people who are freaking donating because you see, they feel so entitled to your money. And then if you screen record and film it and all of that stuff, then I'm going to sue you. Guys, they ain't got a pot to piss in. Okay. Much less to hire an attorney to go, hey, you know what? All these people out there, they're screen recording the video that I put up, that I made public on TikTok, yada, yada. Now, I and any other creator, we have the ability to make our stuff copyrighted. If I wanted to copyright my entire channel, I could. No, I ain't doing that. Screen record me, use it, whatever you need, okay? Just try not to line a bird cage with it. Maybe we could do other things with the video. Oh, wait. That's video. I'm thinking of newspaper.
And I shouldn't have to explain myself. I shouldn't have had to explain myself. I hate explaining myself because nobody is nobody to explain myself to. And I try to avoid doing this by all costs. But you want to repeat a sentence that you just seen irritate me the first time you said it.
You're speaking like a real uneducated person. Continue.
And watch y'all go act like I'm at fault. I'm the bad guy. You got to send me a picture or a screenshot or something because I don't believe you. I got to smoke. I got to do something. Oh, my God.
I rest my case. The idiots have been let loose on TikTok. I rest my case. Okay, this next one we have. It's my God. It's Tim and Angela. This is of April 21st, 26. I am keeping up on this, fam.
Lose the room. We don't have anything to eat. $30 short and running out of time.
Somebody please help us.
Today, I honestly don't know what to do.
All right, before we continue this, just for those who may not know, all right, Tim and Angela always constantly broke, yada, yada. Remember I said to you guys a while back, and again, you can fast forward to the next chapter if you want to hear this without the commentary stops, okay? Remember I said to you guys a while back, I said one tactic that beggars use is nothing can ever get better. And the reason nothing can ever get better is because begging is their lifestyle. So when you give to a beggar, you are funding their lifestyle. This is a perfect example of what I was talking about. Okay. So Tim and Angela usually stays off camera unless she's begging for her daily Dunkin'. Okay. It looked like things were going to get better, but alas, they don't.
I think the worst it's been. No, she's not being dramatic. We're about to have to live in the car. We don't have anything to eat, so she's being dramatic. We didn't ask to be in this situation either. It's not like I woke up one morning and went, you know what, I want to be homeless, and I want to sit in my car all day and have to worry. We didn't ask for this situation either, and we're trying to dig out of this situation. Out of here. That'd be all over the Reddit and everything else, and I don't care right now.
So they made sure that I was chewing on a jelly bean. It helps my dry mouth. They made sure that the Chpt hits the fan A because they need more money. You see, every now and then I get a nasty note that says how mean I am to people who are, quote, just in hardships and, down on their luck. No. Hardship and down on your luck is one thing. And if you know me well enough on this channel, I don't bring that stuff onto this channel. What I bring on are the people who are getting donations on a regular basis. They're ungrateful for it. And now that's the thing, guys. See, I don't bring even beggars on that like, wow, they have something kind to say, maybe a word of the day. I've never seen it. But if I did, okay, I'd like, okay, that's their begging thing. Just leave them alone. They're polite. They have something positive. They always have a smile. And my Cash App is right above. Don't forget to donate. Okay. I would actually leave that beggar alone. They might make it on my channel once, but I'd like, hey, they're polite. We all good. Nah, these beggars are angry. They're mad. They're pissed off. They feel that the world owes them. They think that everybody else has something better than what they have. And guess what? They probably do. But then, again, I work 12-hour days, full day of middle school. Don't forget the gym in the morning. Okay. 4 days a week, then a full day of middle school. Then I take about an hour and a half break and then I come back here and do this thing. And this thing consumes about 8 to 10 hours on the weekend. So about 5 hours a day. So they look at everything other people have and they get jealous over it. They feel entitled to your wallet. So Tim and Angela, perfect case. I rest my case. Things were supposed to get better. And actually, for one period of time, it actually sounded like it was. Because wasn't Tim supposed to have a job or something like that? Yeah. So what happened with that? See, everything. It's just like, it's a story that repeats itself over and over again. We're getting better. And the audience gives and gives and gives. That's naive to understanding what's going on. And the audience keeps giving and giving. And just before success, it's, oh my gosh, the sky is falling, says Chicken Little.
Come and help me.
This is Grip Baby. I'm really not familiar with Grip Baby, but she is quite the character.
Come and help me.
I'm in need.
Come and help me. I got 5 kids. I'm not making this up.
She has 5. She has 5 kids. She has 5 kids.
Room. I'm in the motel room. Look how we sleeping. We got beds, all kinds and stuff. Thank you. Thank you so much, Chocolate. Thank you.
Oh, you a pro. You might do win. I'm on chat. Drop my stuff one more time. You might do win. You a professional. I'm not professional.
Thank you. We got beds and stuff for him. We ain't hardly got no clean clothes. Can somebody help with the washing powder?
Washing powder, known as Tide laundry detergent. She got 5 kids. She's living in a motel. I do believe the woman is in poverty. It has every sign of it. Okay. But before you have 5 kids, make sure, and she probably got 5 baby daddies. I don't know if she really does. Okay. Don't sue me. God knows. But make sure you can afford those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Think of it this way. She got herself a quarter of a classroom, basically a quarter of a classroom when you get to 5 kids. And again, have all the kids you want. Can you afford them?
Usually don't want.
Okay. BM is here. Black Mamba.
guess just sitting on the floor here at the library just because he can't walk.
Okay, for those who can't see the screen, he's at the library wearing his hoodie as he's always wearing. She is now a he. And the librarian is basically saying, get up, you can't be sleeping here.
I get it. Like, I'll take the chair, but also this is the second time that I've been bothered by this. When I came into the library, over there in the corner, like where the whole like glass wall is, there were 3 other people sitting there. Okay. Nobody said anything to them.
Okay, thank you for letting me know about that. We'll try to keep it more consistent with you.
So I'm not understanding why, whenever I'm here, it seems as though the manager is the one telling you guys to come say something to me, but the manager doesn't see other people doing the same thing.
So I can say that the manager didn't let them know about this. I just saw it. But
I'm insane, mind you. I'm like never here. How do you notice the person who's never here and not notice the people who are sitting right by your desk on the wall? Jesus Christ.
Probably because when he comes in and slobbers and takes a nap. That'll usually do it. Now, he is saying, she is now he, so I'm going to go with the pronoun he. He is saying that other people have been able to do the same thing. See, here's the thing, guys. When you're in public, napping in public really isn't cool. I mean, it does happen, especially during the holiday season when you're at the mall and all the husbands and boyfriends are tired and they're crashed out as the ladies are shopping. I get that. That's not what I'm talking about. That seasonal napping of a long, holiday shop. I'm talking about BM, who ain't reading a book, sitting at the public library, and he's not sitting there. Let's say he's not sitting there looking cute. There's the cute nap. Just a little tired, kind of cross your arms. You just the occasional little cute nap. I mean, who would bother me if I was napping? I'm just kidding. Okay, there's what I call the cute, and it does happen. All right, although I don't really sleep in public, but work with me. And then you got BM over here. Okay. Looking kind of, I don't know, hoodlum like, I don't know. He's got on his hat. Okay. He don't quite look like he's at the library to read. And I can pretty much assure you that they're looking at him and he just doesn't fit into the environment. Now, maybe it could be just a bad clerk that doesn't like him. Okay. But I'm just going to kind of assume when BM comes in, he sits down and crashes out. You really can't use a library for that. And sometimes when somebody asks you to do something, it's just like I tell my students, they go, well, how can you not making that person do it? I said, don't worry about what that person's doing. Just worry about what I'm asking you to do. And that's kind of the case here. He says, well, how come other people can get away with napping? I don't know why. Maybe they dress better. Like I said, there's the cute nap and then you got him.
I want to get out of here.
Well, then get your ass up and go home.
I don't like to be in here at all. People was in here blasting music and talking all loud. Didn't say to them, I can't sit on the floor.
Well, wait, if people are blasting their music and talking real loud, you're not happy with it because you're trying to nap. I think you should go back to that hotel room with that 4-serving mukbang fried fish meal that you like to eat. Okay. And film a TikTok.
Mind you, there are no chairs. He had to bring this to me. So maybe equip your library a bit better.
Okay, this lady's rich. She's been on here a couple times. Let's hear it.
I'm sitting outside the convenience store, taking a break after walking around to look for a job and gather resources because we don't have a car to drive with anymore.
You're walking around looking for a job looking like that. And again, that bull ring nose. Look, I have friends that have the little bull ring. I get it. I get it. And I love them and they dress beautifully. And, would you still watch the channel if I had a bull ring nose? If I had a big one. See, I guess she does have a little one. Like I have a couple friends that have, and they're very tiny. Like you almost don't realize that they're there. It's not that Gigi Marie type that she goes weaving, that stuff through. So she's going and looking for a job looking like that. who believes she was looking for a job? Nope, she was not looking for a job.
Our electricity got cut off. Our
Congratulations.
phone bills are due to be paid today. And seriously, anything helps. Anything. I'm going to post a link to my PayPal in the comments. And it needs to go to my PayPal because that way I can have immediate access to it.
Mama-in-law passed away. My wife, mother passed.
This is a gal. Same song, just a different day. Every month someone passes away and she needs help. I believe she was on the last video or so. She's becoming a popular beggar. Thank you to TikTok for bringing all these beggars. We got a lot of whole new beggars coming, guys. That has got to be a fun summer 2026.
Let me just go get my wife. But if anybody want to help, it's like I said, I'm $61 short to get my ticket to get back. I got my ticket to get there. The money for the ticket to get there. It's $86.75 to get there. And then it's gonna be the same to get back. And
I'm waiting for the Beggars discount. You know it's gonna drop down. It's gonna start 85 and then it'll probably drop down to 25 or something like that. Don't ever give on the first request, fam, because they usually drop it down. I can't remember if this one did or not.
$61, somebody already sent $24. Somebody already sent $24 yesterday for me to get back. So I'm just $61 short from that.
The hair looks marvelous, just marvelous. Oh, here is Lala. I will do a deep dive into Lala. For those who don't know, and I had a very brief discussion with her when she was on live a few days back. The reason she has a difficulty getting a job is she has DRUG charges. I wonder if the algorithm knows how to spell that. And those charges are still active in some state. I don't remember what state, and really I don't care. But what is interesting is Lala never ever improves her situation.
Anyways, guys, like I was saying.
It says, why is this our problem that you are behind $340 on your motel? And don't forget the kids screaming in the background, all that. That's part of the show.
And I'm behind on $340 on I have a video up where I'm talking to the actual manager of the Red Roof, and she was telling me why they were canceling the reservation. So remember, women, when y'all were asking, where's my keys? Remember, women, when y'all were asking about why does it say canceled on the reservation? Look, she's lying. No, it said that because they have to cancel it because it's not paid. I guess it's called an audit. So when you have a balance, you're not supposed to make more reservations. I was told the opposite. All right. So when I made that reservation yesterday and I paid the $100 on there, it wasn't for that reservation. It went toward my balance. So what happened is they add another day because of the reservation.
Lala, does it ever get just ass tired doing this every single week? Every single week. Drama with the hotel. And this is, I appreciate her telling me she did, tell me, drug issues, because that's what she was talking about on her live, begging again for more money, of course. But doesn't it just get, woman to woman, Lala? Let's talk woman to woman. And by the way, since you let me on your live, I was just typing, I wasn't a talking head guest, but if you would ever like to come to my channel and be a guest on my channel, absolutely, you are welcome on my channel. I will be nice, polite, and courteous, just as I was nice, polite, and courteous when I go into your live stream. Okay, if I go into someone's live stream, I'm never going to be rude and polite to them. This is a classy channel. Let us remember that. Yes, we may mock, make fun, and all of that stuff of the people who beg, but when it comes face to face and I am on your platform and stuff, I will always extend courteousness. I'm not there to shame you, embarrass you, or anything else. I might ask you some questions like I did with Lala and then have her ignore them. I literally said to her, I said, basically, this is your floor. What would you like my viewers to know? And then she went back to begging and really didn't have a whole lot to say. But she has a drug charge that she has yet to get expunged. And I can see now why she has a hard time getting work. Something just tells me this motel thing, always up and down financially with the motel, always close to eviction, but never actually evicted. Oh, and this next lady, what is her name? She's rich.
Are you bored?
Rich in the sarcastic way.
Bad parenting? Jealous? Did I hurt your feelings? Yeah. Racism is bad, yep. Yeah, it was. God forbid we should have a brilliant woman of color running the government as opposed to the slimy pedo, the orange Cheeto. How would
I guess she's letting out her political views. Okay, go ahead. I think her name is Stella. I think.
you know, user? You've not had the benefits of my abilities, nor will you in this life. 12 or something, because if you're that big a kid, you're not welcome here. You're really not welcome here. This is 18 and plus. So I'm just going to mute you, and you can throw your little temper tantrum in silence, okay? Some people's kids, you know what I'm saying? Yo, stop. I'm like, what are you, 12?
I think her name is Stella. I'm almost positive. I could be wrong, but I think that's her name. But my apologies to her, if it's wrong. I have a belief, because I'm going to be 59 on July 4th. And I have this belief that when you enter your 50s and 60s, it's not across the board, but just my general belief. All the anger and hatred and disgust you have for other people, for life, what that stone that you carry on your shoulders every day, that you're never willing to drop and look at daisies and flowers and other things, because this is how you live your whole life. It shows in your face. It shows in your body language. It shows, part of, and it's not just because I don't have kids. That's why I look younger. Okay. It is statistically, it's true. If you don't have kids, clearly you're going to look, for a lot of people, okay, you'll look younger because you didn't have kids. So the stress of kids, but trust me, I've carried my own stress. The stresses that I've carried was probably equal, in all honesty, to having a kid. I'll start in Vietnam, but we ain't going to go there. So Stella, and I think that's her name, has these chips and rocks that she carries on her shoulder. She's never going to drop it. And everything that comes out of her mouth is nasty, nasty, nasty. Now, somebody could argue and say, well, Harry, I've seen your YouTube video on the Beggars. You don't say anything nice. Contraire, people. All right. I got plenty of family members. I got a great sense of humor. I like to just make fun, poke fun. And I'm not a Stella. I'm not this beggar. It doesn't show in my body language, my mannerisms, even the way I talk. It doesn't show like that. I don't sit in rage. And partly, I think that's why this channel is somewhat in its little corner of success on YouTube, because you can watch me and you can see that, hey, you know what? I know how to keep things in its place. When I turn off the camera, okay, I am the same person. I don't put on an act or a show or anything else. As you know, anything I say in here, it's never scripted, and you can tell because I can go on and on and on and on and on. If I was right, if I had a script writer, they would be so fired. But someone like this woman, she's angry every freaking day. Every time turns on the camera. Lala, every time turn on the camera. I mean, even with Tim and Angela smiles. She looks happy as ever when she's in front of Dunkin' Donuts. I've even seen Yaz smile a time or two. But again, Yaz is really, really young, so give her time. We'll see how her life goes. But this woman, Stella, I do believe, carries this rock and this cloud over her, and it shows. And it's not because she's older. I'm older. Okay? It's not her age. It's not her sex. It's not her skin tone. It's just her whole body language. So it tells me she's like this off camera as well. This is just what I observe. And it's why, that, remember what I've told you guys, there are beggars that people love to hate. And then there are the beggars that we just flat hate. This gal is one. I just don't like her. Now, I love it when she puts up a video, great fodder for my channel, because you always got something to complain about. But then there are other beggars that you're like, okay, do your thing. Do you remember, family, about a month ago when our Yella May was not doing her normal self? And I'm going to have to check in on her. And I was genuinely, I was genuinely concerned for her. Because even though Yella May screams and yells at all of us, maybe it's just kind of older and she's younger. There's just kind of a care I had, genuine care. When she did that video, family, and she wasn't her usual yelling self. I mean, she was still baking and swearing at us, but with about half the energy. And when I tell you I cared, I genuinely cared. I said, we need to get her back to her normal screaming and yelling, okay? Panhandling as she does, calling us all names. I genuinely cared about that. Now, somebody may go, how is that possible? Because I'm human. And even though I talk about beggars and I do a lot of comedy and dissing on them, okay, I still have that genuine connection. If I see someone on, TikTok, and even though they're beggars and they're just not being themselves, and I have a sense of concern. Doesn't happen a lot, but it actually does. And Yella May is one of them. And when Yella May just didn't look her usual self. So I will check in on her and bring her back and see if she's feeling better. But she didn't, she had other people concerned. Now, this lady here, Stella could drop dead tomorrow. I would still not cash app to her. No, I'm not wishing for her death or anything else. Don't get me wrong. Okay. But Stella carries a cloud around her. I meant that as a joke, guys, about her dropping dead. Okay. When work with me. Okay. But what I mean is that care that I have. Yes, I do care. Remember, I at my root, I'm a teacher. So I work with young people. So even when they act up, even when they're ornery, even when not doing what they're supposed to be doing, I still care about them. That teaching part of me stays when I see certain beggars, especially the younger ones. That part of me stays. So Yella May is one of those. It's like, okay, she could be my student. I would still teach her and have to put up with all that crappy attitude of hers, but I would still care about her. I hope that makes sense. But Stella is the beggar that people just don't like. Because even Yella May, when she wasn't seeming normal, people were actually concerned. See, that's the difference. Maybe it's hard for some people to understand. But like I said, at the root, I'm finishing my 20th year of teaching. I've seen young people all different attitudes, all different socioeconomics, all different races, the whole nine yards. And at my very, very root, regardless of how they treat me or anything else, I care about them. I want the best for them. And so that feeling as a teacher goes towards young beggars, not necessarily the older ones, but the young ones. And Yella has quite the reputation. But I also care, even though I talk about them on my channel and most of the time am going rah, 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 rah at them. I hope that makes sense.
Best you can manage.
Seeing if they have. This is the one I don't care about. Okay, here we go. All right, we are on to Mark and Paige. Paige is pregnant. Here we go.
Space for me and Mark.
They're looking for a place. I think they're staying in a homeless shelter right now.
Took me a nap when we woke up.
You took a nap because you see, this is why you're in the position you're in. All of us are working. Hey, throw in the comments. Do you have time for a nap during the day? Seriously, do you have time to take a nap during the day? No, I do not.
Could y'all please update this one person that said that one comment what the 8 weeks is for? Some people on here are clueless. Anyway, thank you, Lance. Earth, lace. Was trying to add letters. I don't get on here much. It's mostly Mark.
No, Paige, you are on here all the time. I know this. Okay. And Mark, who's going to supposedly open up his exercise studio after baby comes. Paige, do you ever, you look so tired for someone who naps all the time. You're either in a wheelchair, faking disability of some sort. I think it was diabetes or something like that you were faking. And you're always looking like this. Put your head up, talk with some confidence, look into the camera. See, that sort of thing. You don't have to look like this all the time. Okay. Every time. But you got to remember, guys, this is also part of the act. We got to look exhausted, even though she has time for a freaking nap.
I get on maybe once or twice a week, if that. No, I'm only almost 8 weeks pregnant.
And she's going to be sucking it up for all it's worth.
I'm doing December. We're on the West Coast, so if y'all because we're 2 hours before, that might be why. Thank you, Sparkles. Here's Mark. He's coming. He had to go outside and smoke a cigarette. Anyway.
So if you donate your money, it's going to their cigarette habit. Hey, there we go. And you can bet Paige probably smokes. So God help the baby.
You want to come join the party? I got 90 people on here.
Bye, guys. Appreciate it.
Did I find out I was pregnant the day before Easter? We're in Colorado. Y'all comments are popping in too fast.
I'd like to know where they got pregnant. Because aren't they supposed to be broke, homeless, pushing each other around in a wheelchair on the street? So somehow or another, during all the begging that they do, they had time to sneak into a corner, do it, and get pregnant. The whole thought of that just kind of grosses me out. With them, not that's with other people, but with them, it's just, oh, God, keep it there, please.
I'm almost 8 weeks. That's why. Christmas, baby? Yep. I am and not. I was always bipolar about getting pregnant and not being pregnant. And I've been pregnant twice now, so.
This poor kid is so screwed.
The Traveler. Did he just pop in? Stable connection. Liar, pants on fire. Did you see the new setup?
The what?
Happy Wednesday. You want to spell that word correctly?
What's the new setup?
That's new. And I don't get on TikTok, so I don't know.
Updated. I probably haven't updated mine yet. I gotta see if I got updated.
I haven't updated. Probably if you have maps, I will later. Now you said it. What's y'all doing for dinner? What did you eat? What are you guys watching for entertainment? I had 4 clementines and then an apple for a snack.
I want to know when you had time for sex.
Snacks. Having pizza. Sounds good. Did you
what I would not pay to get in on their live.
Order in, or did you have it in your freezer? So I'm doing December.
You guys are seriously getting that mad at me asking for a freaking dollar. It's $1. You seriously cannot be that mad at somebody asking for a freaking dollar.
Yes, they can get that mad asking for $1. See, and I've said this and I will continue to say it. Beggars tend to think, no, not tend. Beggars think that the dollar you have that you've worked for is insignificant. And so they want you to give your dollars to their Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, GoFundMe, Chime. Oh, good. I'm getting good at that, family. That's what they want. So beggars sit there and go, I can't believe it. I'm just asking for $1. I'm just asking for $85, $40. Give it to me. That's the entitlement part. He's ticked off. He's just asking for $1. Well, if it's just $1, then you go and just make it yourself.
You guys, we need more points than this or we're losing our fragment, guys.
Sheena.
We need 4,000, almost 5,000 points. We need somebody to step forward. Somebody, anybody. It could be anybody. It's just 5 galaxies. 5 galaxies. 1 galaxy from each person, 5 different people.
There's 36 people in here, and I can't get no gifts. I can't get no money. But yet, going to Sheena's, and she's getting lions and jets and a wolf and other shit. What am I doing so wrong? And she can get all this money for everything that she needs, and so can Jordan, and so can Austin, and so can everybody else.